We're on.
We're on. Something like that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We are
What's up,
live.
everybody?
Get it, Stan. Get it.
What's good? What's good? We are live.
How's it going out there, people in the YouTube world? We are the RWO, and we are back for episode 4. This is going to be a continued thing. We got a newbie rolling with us today. It's right down below me. His name is Justin. He's from Prester Pythons. I'm sure you guys seen him around. I've seen him around, so I know you guys seen him around. So just be nice to him. Don't pick on him too much. How's it going, dude?
Pick on you too much.
Yeah, right? They can pick on you a little, just not too much.
Right?
They always pick on me.
No,
Who we
Nick,
got
calm
in
down.
here? What's up, Paul from Large Marge? He's up in here.
What's up,
This
Paul?
dude here, I don't know if you know Jay from Green Line Morse, but me and him had a conversation
Oh, yeah,
today.
we know Jay. What up,
This
Jay?
dude here, he's a pretty cool dude. I don't go fuck the name was said. He's all right with me.
What's up, Jay?
Drago, Spam, how's it going, buddy?
Sweet.
Elias,
There he goes.
he
What up, Elias?
he is buying basically my first snake, the one that pipped. He's buying the Xanthic off me, whether it's male or female. He claimed it. He's buying it. I sold my first snake. It is freaking awesome to like have people saying they want to buy my shit before it's even ready. Like, I mean, I got 4 pieds gone, and I think I only got 4, maybe 5. Like, I got 4 people want pieds from me. Like, recession, fuck. All you got to do is put yourself out there and show people what you're doing and get an interest, and they'll buy your shit.
Facts. See, I just did.
Don't be ridiculous on your price.
I just
That's
did
big too.
Just did a black pastel to calico pairing, and people already asking before I even, I got 2 more pairings to do with it before I even see eggs out the clutch or eggs
Right.
out the belly. So,
Mr. Lynch, thanks for coming in, dude. Smay, how's it going, Smay? Smay Serpents, he's another one I talked to quite a bit. He's getting some stuff off me, so I appreciate the hell out of him.
He sent me his first payment for the 2
I don't know if it's
albinos.
my end or your end.
Yeah. Probably mine. My internet sucks sometimes. Don, what up, dude? Charlie from Gray Rider, he's going to be a guest on the Let Me Know show coming up. I think it's September 12th. Don't quote me on that. I think it's the 12th.
heck yeah.
This Tuesday, we have Joey D from Meteoric.
Yeah. Oh, Joey.
Alexandra Games, what's up? Thanks for coming in. Tim, how's it going, buddy? Tim from Intrepid. That guy's another good dude. I like him.
Hey, Tim. Hello.
What up, Tim?
The guy, if he was sleeping and don't know this, that I mean, I cut my first 2 clutches this weekend, and let me tell you, it's fucking great. It's fucking awesome. Like that morning, I woke up and I seen that snake head poking out. It was like I was 10, and it was Christmas morning again. I was running around the house telling everyone to get up. We got snake eggs to cut. Come on, let's go. And it was like, hell, 6:30 in the morning when I went live and cut those eggs because I wasn't waiting no fucking longer.
That's awesome.
It was just,
Yeah, I'll usually see it in the morning and go to work and wait till I get home, and it sucks all day at work, but I don't have time to do that. I got to get
no
these
way
kids
was I walking
going.
out the door without cutting them eggs.
I don't blame
No.
you.
No fucking way.
I was scared to cut my first clutch. I was like wanting them to come out, so I didn't have to cut them, but I got impatient and cut them.
I think I got impatient with the
Alright.
second one.
Man. You save them sometimes that way.
Oh, I always cut. Yeah, I cut every egg that I got. It was just,
That's
Yeah.
what's up, man.
I was worried about it. You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
Because I never had done it. So I was kind of timid about it, but it's all right.
Heck yeah.
I wasn't timid. I was just like doing backflips. I'm like,
I
let's
know,
go. Let's
I
cut
see.
this shit. Let's go right now.
Heck yeah.
Oh,
If I-
Michaela was like, oh, she's like, I can't do this. She's like, you got to do it. So I was like, I'll show you. So I showed her, and then I was like, you want to do the next one? And she was like, no, you go ahead and cut them. I kept showing her every egg how to do it, And she's like, I don't know. She's like, I might have to have you do it every time I have eggs. And I'm like, Well, unfortunately, I ain't gonna be here forever. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I mean, I don't mind helping. I'll help anybody. You know what I'm saying? If I can help you
Right.
out. But I mean, it's tough right now. She's got a lot going on. You know, being
Yeah.
pregnant, and you know what I mean. So,
Right.
but hopefully next season everything will be a little more settled down for her, and she can, you know, she can grasp it. It's not that it's not hard. She's just nervous of cutting the snake, just like everybody else would be. You know. But I got a safety pair of scissors, so that one side is just it's flat and rounded. So once you put it in the egg, you can just go along and cut it without touching
wow.
the baby whatsoever with a point.
That's pretty cool. I like that.
Tim, you got more balls than I do. I tell you what. I don't know if you see Tim's comment. His Nile tail whipped him. I'm guessing his Nile monitor. Me around my head and nailed both whips a bit ago. Still kind of numb. I bet. Them things got a strong tail.
Oh yeah.
Dude, I'm gonna
Yeah.
tell you, I got a little iguana, and that son of a, you know, I mean, it's a female, so it's about this big, but I mean, it's shit. That little bitty tail hurts, so I can imagine.
I grew up.
I'll never forget.
I grew up with
Go
a
ahead,
iguana
bro.
freaking like 4 feet. Like we treated like our dog at the house. And I tell you what, he had days where he'd get you on the leg and leave a bruise for sure.
Oh yeah, my dad had an iguana when I was a kid named Godzilla, and it was, swear to you, 6 foot or better. I mean, it was every bit of 6 foot, but I don't know if it was bigger than that. But it was a monster, and we had to build a big ass fucking tank for it with a fucking tree in it that went all the way up to the ceiling. And I mean, that son of a bitch was massive, you know. And then I got one, and I got a female because, you know, the females are significantly smaller, and she's a blue iguana. She's not like a green iguana, but
Right.
she is a green iguana. She's a iguana, but she's fucking blue. So,
And that's sick.
it gets confusing.
That's even better. Shit.
Well, it gets confusing with the blue, you know, the blue iguanas.
Right.
But you know, it is what it is. We had a tegu a while back, you know, many years back, and it got out. We was cleaning its cage. I let it out, and it just went crazy in the room, running around everywhere. It was probably about this big, and it got into a center block that I had in there that I used to use to, like, you know, in the cages and stuff like that for them to get up on ledges and all that. A rough thing like a center block, and that son of a bitch got in there, and I had to get it out. I reached my hand in there to get it, and that motherfucker bit onto me, and thank God he let go. Because, I mean, you know, it might be a little lizard, but
it can hurt.
Damn, them lizards that eat meat, that shit hurts.
Damn right. They got little sharp teeth in there. They're not teeth, but they're like the
yeah.
Sharp, you know?
Tim's got them giant lizards that if they bite you, your ass is going to the hospital.
Yeah.
Now, you guys can believe me or not, but when I lived in Bellefonte, it's like the bigger city around here. When the cops had a reptile problem, they called me because I was hesitant with snakes, but like they said that there was a 6-foot Godzilla running around. So I ran down my brother's house, and it was right against the stream. And what it was like a 6-foot iguana. No shit, this thing was 6 foot. And they said it was swimming around eating the fish in the stream, and people was complaining about it because it's a nice fly fishing stream and it was scaring people. I eventually caught that bitch, but I tell you what, I got a real taste of power that day when I picked that thing up. It had a sheet over its head because that's how I caught it. It was up in a tree, not moving. I cut the branch and I leaned it down as much as I can and dropped it. It was like 3 feet from the ground. I dropped it and they threw a blanket over it, and that's how I caught it. But now when I picked that thing up, I was like, holy fuck. Like it was fighting. Like I had it underneath its front paws and underneath its back paws, so it couldn't really get me. And I mean, it was every bit, its body was every bit as wide as me. Tail was dragging on the ground. That thing was mean.
And you gotta think too, being in the wild, they're gonna be a lot stronger, a lot more, powerful than
a lot more
captive.
Yeah, a lot more ruthless for sure.
Yo, whatever cat. It was someone's pet that I think they let go. Because I mean, it was in Pennsylvania. It had to be someone's pet.
No shit. Yeah,
why blame Pennsylvania?
Right.
Was it a ball python or an alligator?
No, it was an iguana. It was a 6-foot iguana.
In Pennsylvania? Come on.
Running around in PA. It was someone's pet. I mean, that's obvious.
Obvious.
Wasn't natural.
Can't live here.
Wasn't in Florida.
What are you doing, Peanut?
I'd jump on one in Florida. I already wrestled a 6'1" that was mean as 6'1" that was mean as fuck. I'll jump on one. I don't care.
Right. Well, of course, we're animal people, so we would. Some other people wouldn't, but of course we would.
I'm an idiot. I would do it.
I'll do it. I've jumped on some gators and been stupid as a kid in high school. So,
see, I've never been around gators, so I would have to see someone do it 2 or 3 times, but then I'd be like, all right, let me in on it.
Well, I mean, I can.
They weren't nothing
everybody.
They weren't nothing big to like bitch about. Like they're in little ponds with drunk as kids in high school. We're like, hey, I'm about to go catch that son of a bitch, and we'd go over there and sure enough try to catch a damn thing.
All right. What's up, Dave? Thanks for coming in. Here's another really good dude right there. Energy Moore.
Good, Elias.
Say it, Kent.
He's a good dude.
Say it, Ken. Ken, say it. Come on, he's a good dude. Say it one more time.
He's a good dude. He is. I mean, I say it 20 times every live just because I think he's cool.
Oh, I know.
So, I just have to ask Ken. I know there's a reason for it, but why did you go live 2 times to cut 2 clutches?
Because one was in the morning and one was in the evening. One was at like 6:30 in the morning because I couldn't. I seen a pip and I was like, "We're cutting now!"
Impatience.
Right.
What's up, Bud Files?
But
And then
he did hit an exanthic in that one, so I mean that's awesome.
and I think I hit a Grim that is going to be Het Clown Het Exanthic. I think my Leopard Clown is a Leopard Grim Clown that I've been saying, and there's been a certain someone that liked to call me out on it and say, that thing's not Grim. Well, I showed him a baby last night. You know what he said? You know what his reply was? Nothing. He didn't reply nothing at all. So I was like,
I told you this.
I win.
In the shed, and then you'll know right away.
It's the only other codom that was in the whole the mashup because it was a dual sire clutch. It was the Exanthic Het Lab female, and I put her to the Lab Het Exanthic male, and I got rid of him, and I thought she reabsorbed because there was nothing going on. Like she wasn't gaining weight, she wasn't eating. I was like, well, what the hell's going on? So I put that Leopard possible Grim Clown. Well, I'm not going to say Leopard Grim. I'm going to still say Leopard possible Grim because I guess I don't know for 100% sure. But you guys will see the pictures coming up. I mean, I'll have it out.
You
can have your own opinion on it.
Hey, you guys will see them.
Hey, you
guys.
You guys are going to get it.
See, Justin, you ain't got to worry about him picking on you. I got enough things for him to pick on me.
I'm sure it'll happen eventually.
I mean, I'm dealing
Kara Shea, thanks for coming in.
She is
What's up, Kara?
See, look.
In a couple weeks.
Why all y'all smoke vapes? Y'all are some vaping fools.
So you can't say, oh, y'all. At least somebody agrees with me.
Because it smells like apple, and I don't smell like a
hit that vape, baby.
Right.
We're weed friendly, so feel
I
free.
like to smell like an ashtray. I like it. I like the smell of ashtray.
Ashtrays smell good.
Yo, quit smoking for like 3 days, and you'll regret that.
Oh yeah.
That smell. Like,
I tried to quit smoking for like 12 minutes, and that was the hardest fucking 12 minutes. Man, that was hard.
I'll tell you what, Stan. I
remember when my daughter was born, and I had to stay in that fucking hospital, and we couldn't smoke cigarettes. That shit sucked. That was horrible. I mean, I love my daughter, but we couldn't smoke cigarettes. That sucked.
Stan, your son's got to switch up his screen name because I think it's you all the time. Because yours is Sea of Serpent Stan, his is Sea of Serpent Stan Jr. And I'm dyslexic. I don't see that Junior 90% of the time. So, like, please.
Oh, he needs to spread it out, you mean?
Change it. Something like put, like, you know, some emojis in there or something so I know. Like, I'm dyslexic as fuck.
He's sitting over there laughing right now, watching it on the big screen.
Hell. I'm a dick. Sorry.
Ken, I got a roll on here, Ken.
What you got around your neck?
An Enchi clown.
Is there blade in there?
Nice.
I'm sure that was brought up last night because you guys were on a sophisticated ignorance.
With Wiz, yeah, we're on Wiz. Everybody likes to shoot for the blade comment. Yeah,
Yeah.
See, like, just mine, I got a reduced pattern clown like that. And I was told it's from a lace clutch, so it's possible lace.
I love the islands, like the little islands there.
And I can't find a clown with the same head pattern as it at all. I can't find nothing like it.
Your guys' has the reduced pattern, but there's no drips. So
right.
Mine has some drips.
Everything ate today. Like
has a couple drips.
Ken, why are you putting it on Sunday?
What's that?
Everything ate today, so I can't really bring anything out.
Mm-hmm.
I still didn't hear you, Ken.
I said everything ate.
Everything
today.
ate today.
Oh.
Everything ate.
Okay, well,
trips in this
if you all want to see them.
Oh yeah, didn't you have some babies come out, Kent?
There you go.
Somebody's dog's
that's what
freaking out.
mine looks like, Justin.
Do what?
That's what mine looks like. Am I really that? Did I mute myself? Fuck.
No, I hear you.
Right?
I hear you.
Right. Okay, Ken's just being Ken.
But I didn't like how this one didn't have too many clown heads on it, you know, like it was more dotted on the side. But I got it for a good price, so I wasn't gonna walk away from it.
What's in there? Leopard?
No, it just was clown.
Just clown.
Oh,
Just
wow.
clown. That's what I was
Nice
told.
clown,
So
though.
Huh.
No blade.
That's interesting.
that's what I said when I got it. So, but I got sheds, so I'm gonna run shed tests with some of them that I'm curious with. I'm not gonna play no games with it.
Yeah, I mean, I got
What up, Rosa?
the hatchlings I can bring out and show off. Everything else.
Go ahead. Show off whatever you want, dude.
Yeah, I seen your
TK,
short.
what's up, my brother?
I seen your shorty. Your shorty, baby snaky.
All right, I turned Kent's mic up. Now maybe we can hear him better.
It's
Well, now we're echoing. Hold
All I
on.
hear
Let me
is
fix that.
reverb.
Shit.
Oh, I don't like that. Hang on.
All right, is that better?
There you go.
Much
there you
better.
go.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you much better.
Oh well, what the hell? I didn't change anything on my end.
I changed it on my end, but when I turned your mic up, it turned the echo cancellation off, and everything was echo. Oh, fucked up.
Oh shit.
But it's better now.
Dang.
Let's see. Let's bring that down.
If I'd quit bullshitting and put you on solo already, I mean,
this one's just pastel. I think they're all pastel.
That's sick. I like the side pattern.
that's Wonka. I saw Wheelie Wonka.
Craft, let's see the head on that.
Yeah, is there a good little head stamp on it or no?
I mean, they're all pastel. They have to be.
Okay.
Everybody just
They're
needs
not
a
whited out.
Yeah.
The head on none of them are whited out.
No, I mean, like I said, they're all pastel. They have to be.
See, I like pastels where the head's not
Let's
whited
just
out.
give
I
a
think
shout
that's
out.
ugly.
A shout out to the pastel. A shout out to the pastel.
Let's give a shout out to the good lines of pastel. How about that?
Correct.
This one's also pastel. I make sure because like the ones that are pastel are both males and have this like orange tint.
Not all lines of pastel can be created equally.
Correct. Not
Yeah.
all yellow belly lines can be created
Oh, yeah.
equally either.
Right.
I agree on that too. Because I've seen some amazing looking single gene yellow belly pies.
Got some dirty bellies on there, but here's the ones I'm kind of cool about. These ones are pastel leopards and they're females.
That's clean. I like that. I like that. Hell yeah, that's nice. That's nice.
Yeah. So I mean, just looking at the pattern towards the tail, where it's yellow on the dorsal. But yeah, I mean, he's got stupid. She has stupid pattern.
Yeah, that's nice. I like that for sure.
And then here's the other.
Nice.
One. And luckily for me, both the leopards are females.
Alexander Gomez, or Games. I was Gomez. See, I'm dyslexic.
This one still has the
Gomez.
It's Gomez. It's me.
Thanks for coming in anyways. I can't remember if I said thanks, but thanks.
Well, I mean, just like the pattern.
Oh,
That's
cool.
clean. I like
Yeah.
that. I like that.
Yeah, I mean,
I like leopard.
Too. I like the pattern on the dorsal, how it kind of went on that one too. It was sweet.
yeah, and then it goes all the leopard, or not all the leopard. They're leopards, but it has that like yellow line down the tail.
Tail. Yep.
I mean, it's got. Yeah.
That's
Could
it.
you imagine that in DG?
What? Those some DG.
Yeah, and they're pastel too. But yeah, I mean, I was really excited to hit like 2 decent looking pastels, and then have the 2 females come out and be leopard. I mean,
Nice.
yeah.
That's sick. That's a good clutch. Can't
I mean,
complain at all.
yeah. I mean, I lost the Bell butter, super butter pastel.
What's up, Brave?
Pastel butter leopard and pastel butter. But either way, I mean, they're out, they're healthy. I'm happy.
Yep.
To at least have the leopard pastels on the female side.
Yep. That's a plus. I'd hold them back. Shit, I'm greedy like that. I'd hold them back.
Nah, this is gonna be about $100 to somebody.
There you go.
At least at a show. But yeah, I was happy that those 2 came out and were
Yeah.
Of course, I'm
Friends
just
and family is $49.95. $49.95 for friends and family.
they'll eat some meals and hopefully they fly. But I mean, I didn't see anything with the pet hide that the stripy leopard can bring in these ones. So
Heck yeah.
I did see it in the leopard pastel butter. So that one had a crazy ringer going on, but unfortunately, I think it was Rocky Dennis. So
None of the pieds came out, but I either got 4 or 5 pieds and 2 het pieds. But 2 out of the 3 at Xanthic clutch is out. That possible Grim one, like, I'm glad I just kind of messed with it a little bit. And when I did, I tore the egg too much, and a little bit more of the egg whites came out basically than I wanted to. But I seen that it was wrapped in its umbilical cord. So, like, it was like almost dead. The thing was like laying on its head. And I was like, oh my God, fuck. And then I seen it, and I got out, and all of a sudden he came alive, was like, moving around like a lot. And then this morning he's reacting. His yolk sac shrank like over like a lot. Like it's almost off now. So I think I dodged a bullet there. I think I would have lost it if I wouldn't have noticed it.
It's kind of meant to be type of deal.
Yeah. Oh.
So let me ask you, like, so what do you technically do if you open an egg and you see the umbilical cord wrap? Do you just go to pull it out, or do you try to roll it around to get it off, or what?
Well, I tried to keep it in the egg and roll it around and get it off, but he kind of shot like straight out, like, you know what I mean? Like, and it was going reversed from what it wanted to. So it kind of helped when he did, but it was just like, it got stuck more. I thought it was just going to rip and just be screwed. He was going to die. But I just kind of grabbed him back here and like kind of booped his nose and backed him up, just backed it up.
Heck yeah.
And he came out.
Help him because I've had him, come out. The more they try to come out, if it's wrapped, it's just going to be like a noose and it's going to kill them. I've had it happen, and that's why.
Yeah, that's what it was doing.
If you can help them, you have to,
the
because they're going to die.
Right.
Sort of try
I
to
mean, do your
everything
best.
in
Yeah, do your best, but I mean,
get them out. But you can put them in like a deli cup with it, super moist paper towel. And
Right.
You got the
Never heard that.
sack and everything. You got everything in there, right? You've untangled it. You got the snake good, and you put it in that deli cup with that.
Okay.
Super, wet paper towel and pray.
And then it eventually it'll absorb the umbilical cord, right?
Yeah, it'll do
The
it.
yolk sac.
Yep.
Yeah, because like
at least you want to create that egg environment since you had to take it out of it.
Correct. Okay.
honestly, yesterday that yolk sac was like the size of a 50-cent piece, and this morning it was the size of a dime, and that snake's belly looked like it got some food. Like I was like, oh my God, I think he's gonna make it. I really do. I think I saved that snake.
Awesome.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean,
we-
you've seen some of the ones I showed off that had big old guts.
We should be cutting our first clutch in the next couple weeks.
Dude,
So,
there's nothing like it. Like I've been a crazy motherfucker for 45 years, and I've done just about everything like there is to do. I mean, from fucking drugs to jumping out of airplanes. Like it's been 110 miles per hour for at least 40 years of it. I've been slowing down the last 5, but there's nothing like it. Like
right. We're
since
definitely
I've been an adult, anyways.
And the crazy part is we didn't produce these one. My mentor basically had to move out of state, so I had to help him out, and and he gave me enough confidence. He's like, "Man, you've been paying attention to me and stuff." So, and I feel kind of confident in it. I'm definitely everything's running.
Stay calm.
All the cycles are running down perfect. So
Just stay calm. Don't freak out. Stay calm.
Who'd you get them from?
Yeah,
Justin?
I mean,
Royals.
see
By the
the
way,
goo.
everybody, I have to mention my mentor, Adam of Proper Royals. Shout out to him. Definitely, he's a great guy.
Adam.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's
Adam's a cool
chef,
dude, man.
Pretty good guitarist, and he makes some nice things.
Yes, he does. Yeah.
So Mr. Lynch brings up a good point. He says if you yoke fluid in the deli cups, keep sacks from sticking to the cup. So maybe put what fluid you can get out of the egg in there with it also.
Okay.
Like I've never had that happen. That's just what I
That
would
makes
do.
Does make sense.
So
Yeah, it's not. It's
Can
not like a common thing that happens, but it can
Eric C,
happen.
what's up, dude? Good to
Like
see
I
you come
said,
in.
if you don't help it, it's like a noose, right? Like a rat trap or an old school snake trap.
Yeah, I mean, if
Right.
they
From way back in the
around-
hillbilly days, where you make a wire and it goes through it and it's just tight.
Yep.
Like Kent, your snake's got big bellies. You know what I'm saying? That's a healthy baby, and it's not going to be able to get through that, and then it's going to get tighter.
Yep.
I mean,
Yeah, I mean, so when you have
I've
like
seen
the Dookie yoke
that
sack
where
or
the
whatever,
umbilical's like
wrap
a fucking
it.
snake because it's so tight. It's just.
Hey, Nick, back out and come back in. I don't know if
I'm
it's
sorry, you
you,
broke up.
me, or what, but you're really bad, and you're the only one that's sounding bad.
a little choppy.
But yeah, I mean, think
Is
about
it?
that's
I don't know. Maybe just
Maybe
try
I'm just
backing out,
chilling too
coming
hard.
back in,
Hold
and see if it works.
You have the line from the snake to the yolk sac
All right.
where they're absorbing everything, and they wrap around all that.
Correct.
It's going to cut that away. So you want to try to get that back to being better. And unfortunately, if you have to take it out of the egg to do that, you're going to lose, all that.
But it's worth saving the life.
Or at least trying to, right? I mean, I had a couple snakes where they were fucked. Like I mentioned earlier on my stuff. I had things come out looking like Rocky Dennis from Mask, and then people ask me what Rocky Dennis. I mean, it would be like you take my face and hit it with a semi truck, and that's what the snake looked like.
Look right.
You'd shave, I guess you'd kind of resemble Cher.
If I shaved, I'd look like Cher.
So, because I've been on the controversial part of this, like with your bad snakes that you get out the egg and stuff, and I'm thought like my only thought is like go king snake route, like get a king snake or something like that, and do the natural way.
Yeah. So one of my buddies, this
Get it,
local
man.
Chris
Get it.
from DNS from Tilia, he has Mexican black king snakes. If they can,
Yeah,
eat,
Crumpler. What up?
I hope they're not too kinked it too much. But they are in the freezer now, unfortunately.
Right.
To cut the cord, I used dental floss.
Because I just feel like being more natural with the aspect. I don't know how I could feel about just whacking a baby myself and more doing.
Oh no! I mean, luckily for me, I just was able to cut them off from the egg, and they sort of bled out ish. I didn't have.
I hope I don't ever have to cut an umbilical cord. I mean, if that comes up, I'm sure I'm going to be making some calls to you people that've done it before.
Right.
You have to just make sure you tie it off if you can. Tie it off. Just like a baby.
I'll watch videos and I'll call someone that knows what the fuck they're doing, and they'll walk me through it.
But when it's like, for me, it was these things were kinked as fuck. So either I bash them on the head, or just cut them off from the egg sac, let them
just bleed out
and die. And that's what I chose to do, because I'm not going to bash a snake on the head.
Hell no.
And I'm gonna tell you, that's why I got rid of all my spider morphs, because this season that we just had, I had to cull a snake, and I was trying to figure out the best way to do it.
Right.
But I did. I had to crush it. I had to crush its skull. I mean, it sucked, and I don't want to do it, and I don't like to talk about it. But it is a reality of breeding snakes.
Yeah,
There's going to
yeah,
be times where you have to get in there where you fit in and do it, and it sucks. And that's why I got rid of
Take
that
a pair of
shit.
hedge clippers and like
came out of the egg,
cut its head off.
Right.
Do what?
alive at that point. These were still in the egg, kinked as fuck. So I just
I think that's how I'm doing it if I ever have to. Just taking a big pair of hedge clippers and going.
I've lived the farm life.
It's easy to say that.
I've dealt with deer. I've definitely lived the farm with chickens, all of it. So it isn't nothing that, it's just a circle of life thing you got to deal with and do at the end of the day.
yeah,
Well,
but
the thing
when you
is
back
that you
off-
made it, and you made it to thrive. And when you have to kill it because of something you did wrong, that's when it sucks. Because that snake it's gonna happen, but it happens in your care. You brought that into the world, and you have to make a decision, just like you said, farm life or whatever. You have to do it.
Yep.
I mean, you can't just say, "Well, I'm scared to do it. I don't want to do it. I feel bad."
Throw some
But
balls.
to cut its head off, that is kind of that's.
Yeah.
I mean, I couldn't
can you
do it
just
like
CO2
that.
them anyways?
I mean, you could,
Yeah.
but I
would
don't.
take a while.
I didn't
The snakes
have
don't have to breathe that much.
yeah,
Right.
and reptiles don't breathe that much, and it's not like a mammal, like a rat would be dead with the little bitty CO2 cartridge. And
Yeah.
crushing the skull is the fastest way. Killing that nervous system in that brain is the fastest way, in my mind,
Yep.
to do it. Now that might not be the right way, and people are going to watch this and be like, "He's a fucking
Honestly,
murderer." But I had to do it.
Dude, I'm sitting there
I would,
about talking
you know-
about cutting her head off with fucking garden shears. So I mean, I don't
Well,
think they're
I'm
going to
not-
think you're bad at all.
with the hammer.
Right.
But I mean, for me, did they suffer when I cut them from the, exact? Maybe.
I don't know.
They
I
were
don't know.
kinked as
Yeah.
fuck, so I mean,
Chat, how would you call a snake if you had to? Anyone in the chat, answer it. Answer the question.
they're gonna go
How would you
feed
call a snake if you had to?
a few more snakes. So they're fine.
Let's see who participates.
Rodents. We call
Well, I
rodents.
feed all of ours that don't make it to our lizards, so they don't go to waste.
Right.
If y'all have any snakes that die, freeze them and send them to me, and they will get fed.
10-4.
Good. See, that's cool. I like that. I like that. 'Cause
But
I
see,
was
that's
thinking
that
about
happens.
snake. I want to get
It's
a
gonna
king
happen.
snake for the future purposes of that happening. But I know I have to get a decent sized king
Yeah,
snake. I'm
right.
not gonna start with a small
Doing
baby.
your
It
tracks.
takes forever for it to be able to eat.
Bunch of grease smashing the
I don't
head.
know. I got a fucking albino rat snake, a Texas rat snake, and when we got it, it was super tiny, real thin, like just basically out of the egg. But we got it, and man, that thing's growed like a weed, man. Like
Yeah.
it eats. It never have a problem with a colubrid eating. I love colubrids, but my old lady won't do it with me because they musk and they bite. They are bitey as
They
fuck.
musk and bite, whatever. It can't be worse.
Okay, Dave, but how would you kill
Well,
it to give it to
the
somebody?
musk,
Paint
the
their
musk
cages with the
is
shit.
stinky. It's
Yeah.
stinky musk.
Yeah.
No. Ooh. I don't know. I mean,
I would just be afraid of missing. Not hitting its head and getting through and smashing some of its body and have to do it again.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, the
What
thing
kind of
is
lizards you got, Nick?
I had it on the thing on a brick, and I was in a bag, and I took another bag. I mean, I was very upset when I did this, like I said, because I
I
brought
wouldn't
this
be
into the world.
smiling.
Yeah, yeah,
you're like
no,
your
no.
$1,000 worth of ball.
You definitely
pythons
weren't
in my
happy
freezer
doing
right
this.
now.
You
I
definitely
mean,
weren't.
it's never fun, and it
Yeah.
sucked. And
And it was a
Yeah.
spider clutch, and I'm not gonna hate on spiders because they make beautiful animals, and you can have a spider that doesn't necessarily show any neurological issues, and it eats and thrives. But I'm not doing it no more because I don't want to take a higher risk of it happening because it just so happened with them, and it hasn't happened with any other clutch. This year we got a female, or this past year, the year before this fucking year, 2022. We got the
Why's it gotta
female
be fucking
spider. So
Why did it have to be a
got the
fucking year?
female spider, and we've never bred spiders. You know what I'm saying? So we gave it a shot, and she made banger animal, like badass Laker. Looks like fucking the Lakers basketball team with a banana. I mean, just fucking sick. You know what I mean? And they sold like that. They didn't have nothing wrong with them, but
That's
two of those eggs in that clutch did have shit wrong with them.
Right.
And it's like, I don't know, man. You have to make the decision. I mean, yeah, you could take it to a vet
right,
and get it euthanized if you want to spend the money. But I just,
No way.
I think
Now, like Lynch is saying, like once they're out of the egg, it's a lot harder, and you probably have to do that.
I think we just like go to the streets and find some fentanyl and give it some fentanyl and make it die at least comfortable.
Well, then you can't feed it.
It kills us, so hell, I gotta kill them.
No, we stayed away from
fucking
spider.
Kills an elephant too.
Yeah.
We've stayed away from spider. I've got champagne, and I got one champagne that I'm gonna run.
I got champagne. I love champagne.
About that again.
But I've never had any problems. I mean, she's thin. She's a thinner, slender-bodied female, but she eats gooder than shit, and she don't ever show me any kind of craziness. I think we got like 6 champagnes in our collection.
I'm mean as hell, so I don't think I'm gonna have any problems with her.
We got a spider. He doesn't have no wobble, and then the eggs we got last year from the spider clutch, only one has wobble, and the rest are just fine.
Yeah,
but even
that's what I'm saying. I'm not
problem. He has no problem eating whatsoever. You drop it in there, and it don't miss its meal. I mean, it wobbles. I won't sell it to anybody. I'll keep it as a pet myself. Only due to that reason.
We sold one at the show that had wobbled for a pet. Like that's what I would definitely recommend. We just sold one that was het hypo, het black pastel, fucking just all kind of different shit, man. And we were excited about it. And then when we had that animal, the 2 animals I had to get, Cole, that shit sucked. And we sold that motherfucker at the show because it had a little slight wobble. Right. And I was like,
I wish I
have
had
to get
them here because they're like so different. Like, so the ones that look spider, 2 look the same. One is like white almost.
No, I love spider.
The 2 that
love
look normal don't look the same either.
Spider, that shit looks fire to me. It's just I couldn't own one.
I don't know what it was. We bought it as a breeder female, and it was a normal because you got to have a normal in there if you want to prove stuff out once in a while. You get all these genes mixed together. Sooner or later, you need a normal.
Man, then
so
you get yours
next thing you know, 5 months later after I got it, was 7 eggs in there. All I was doing was feeding her mediums every week, and she was just pounding those medium rats, and then. She didn't eat for 2 weeks, and I opened it up, and she was in her cave. I took her out, and she was sitting in there on eggs.
Hell yeah.
So, I mean, I quick made an incubator in 45 minutes. I mean, legitly, 45 minutes. And everybody was like, you think it's going to work? And I just fired it up and stuck the eggs in there and checked it every single day. Bought a battery backup just in case the power went out because we live in Florida, so you know how that works.
My shit don't never cut off.
1 minute you got power, next minute your power is out, and your power is back on.
Stan, do you have a Jenny as well?
We do now, but we didn't before, so that's why I had the battery backup just in case. It'll run 4.5 hours roughly on the power that it's pulling.
Like the PC thing.
So that's Yep.
That's what I gotta get since I can't get it. Well,
because it's really only the heat tape and a 4-inch fan in there running, so it's not a lot of power. So that battery backup, if it's fully charged, it'll go 4.5 hours easy.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, I got a battery pack that I forgot I had, and I could have did this. Like when it went out for 12 hours, it would have got me through probably about 4 hours just running the incubator. But like. Airheaded, dumbass. Yeah, I got a battery pack that you could put an outlet into.
Right.
But Lynch said a mouthful since we talking about that.
You can get another one and just plug it into that so they charge together.
Oh, thank you, they're winning.
I keep my generator right here close to the room, so if the power goes out, I can literally just run a cord not even 5 feet from my room to the generator, and I'm good.
I live in Alabama. Yep. It don't get cold around these parts. I ain't even got to worry about it. If the power goes out, I got to worry about opening the window to try to keep it not so fucking hot in here.
Yeah.
I mean, me and Ken are in PA, so.
But we're up here in PA, so we got to have.
During Christmas in the South, you're in fucking shorts.
We need air conditioning down here, huh, Justin?
I don't give a damn.
Pool party.
You open up the window. It's like, what? Open up the window. Close that window, man. It's getting too hot in there for the snakes.
I know, right?
I went down there to visit my grandfather when he was still alive.
That would be a convenient problem.
I'm in shorts and a t-shirt because it's warm as hell down there, like 60-something degrees. And y'all Florida people are looking at me like I got 6 heads.
Hey, you won't believe it.
Oh, yeah, 60 degrees down here. They're in winter coats and a winter hat, bro.
Yeah,
I'm doing flip-flops at 60 degrees.
And my grandparents still are on the no AC kick. They have a nice AC in their nice house, but they will not use the AC. I go there, I sweat my ass off the whole time.
Damn.
The windows open, but it's still old school for them. I'm like, Jesus, dying the whole time. Trying to watch TV, just sweating your ass off.
Old people.
They live down here, Justin.
Wait, go visit them. Well, you smoking
Justin,
meth
they live
again?
down
Nah, I
here?
stayed a week at my grandma's house.
Right?
Staying at grandma's. Wow.
It's bad that I know all that.
I
You know, I was watching this documentary the other day, and it blew my mind. I mean, I've been out of the game for like 5 years, so I don't know the new shit. But I guess they're making meth now out of wasp spray, like bug killer.
The what now?
And the documentary that was on said how to make it too. They said, oh, just put this stuff down like on a metal sheet and get an electrical charge to it, and it crystallizes. And it's just like, you just told a million crackheads how to fucking make meth.
Hold on.
good job.
I gotta grab my gun and I'm gonna run over to the cemetery, see if they're doing that.
It's like
Yeah, I bet you they are. I bet
like,
you they
oh,
will find
Raid.
cans of wasp spray over there. Raid and all this shit, empty cans. I guarantee it.
Shit,
like
I
a
didn't
Ken's
think
going
I
over there
was
like, I got the
gonna
raid
go
for
like
sale.
today.
I got it.
Yeah, right.
Some dude got his car window shot out over there. It's like, what? Where the hell did that come from? Yeah,
I think I'd be able to do it, but it would be with a heavy heart for sure. And I'm all tough, so I wouldn't act like it would bother me. I'd be like, yeah, you know, watch this. It's dead, but inside it's like, motherfucking thing died.
it sucked.
Yeah, it's not a good situation at all. I think we all could just agree on that.
I mean, hell, even when my old like breeder rodents get their cancerous tumors, it just sucks. Raid plus bug zapper bath salt. Wait, ain't that the shit the dude in Florida eats some dude's face off?
Well, they said this stuff makes you hallucinate more.
Does it, or
Take
is
some
it just
fucking acid
they're
or
trying to sell
something,
Raid and
some
bug
mushrooms, you
zappers?
wanna hallucinate. Why you gonna drink Raid?
Like, you have to electrocute it.
So I got electric
Fucking idiot.
myself while I'm drinking Raid.
I got this whole gallon.
That's the
of
stupidest
like,
shit I've ever heard of in my life.
I got this whole gallon of like
I mean,
hardcore,
goddamn.
badass like bug killer for these gypsy moths that we have, because we had gypsy moth, and it's crazy. Like when we get these gypsy moths, you can sit here at any point in time and hear the shit dropping constantly. It sounds like it's raining outside. It's them from eating shit. Like there's millions of them. So I went all crazy and bought like 4 gallons of it. I dumped 3 gallons. I wasn't spraying. I was dumping the shit in my yard. I ain't got no gypsy moth here. I got a bunch of dead ones, I'll tell you that. But I have a gallon of it left, and I'm like, let me electrocute this bitch and go talk to these people. I'm going to make a couple grand.
Don't worry, everybody. It's EPA friendly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean they like it now when you kill them spotted lanternflies that we have here.
Knowing my luck, someone would die, and I'd be in jail for fucking 10 years.
Oh goodness.
Holy shit!
This is that new crazy shit with fentanyl in it. Be careful.
It's the thing that PA kids do. Come on now, we can do that shit.
So, like, you know, speaking of all this bad shit, like my one of my friends, her dad, I guess, you know, he's on the shit, and I guess he called her from a payphone in the middle of downtown Philly, like a payphone. Who calls on a payphone nowadays?
They have them.
Yeah, I guess there was a payphone he found in Philly, and he called collect, and he was down Kensington and Philly, and
Well, Kensington, fuck.
there happens to be a YouTube channel called, you know, about Kensington Avenue in Philly, and this dude just walked around and shows the druggies. I told her about it, and sure shit, within 12 hours, she sent me 2 pictures of her dad. I was like, what the fuck?
Dude,
That is some fucked up shit.
Yeah.
Drugs are bad.
Drugs are bad, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, drugs are bad. They'll make you want to run away and go to fucking Kensington Street in
They gotta
Philly.
sleep on the corner.
Let me show y'all.
It's killed a lot of my family.
If y'all want to snort, powder up your nose, snort this. It's very good for you.
What is it?
It has vitamins.
It
It has B12. And it
What are
has
you
all
trying to
these
promote
weird
on my
things.
show?
It's got Biz D3. Okay, so remember, if you're not getting the right sun, you need that, and you snort that shit. If you're gonna
I don't
snort
think
bug
that'd be a good
spray,
idea.
snort that instead.
I mean, it can't hurt. I mean, it's all good for you.
I mean, you can get 2 ounces of this for like $17.
Jeez.
Way cheaper.
Now we're there.
If you want to be fucking dumb and snort Raid, then come on.
Dude, it's
Think about it.
crazy. Like some of the shit I've seen people do in my life, like I was always like, yeah, I did the shit, but I was always smart about it. If I got from a different supply, it was like, let me take a matchstick, just a little bump and see what it does. These people they don't care. They're dumping 4 or 5 bags in a spoon and fucking banging that shit up within 30 seconds. And
What's it, Mitch Hedberg?
Oh, God.
Free drugs?
it's fucked up. And they ain't smoking this shit. They're banging it. People's banging this shit.
Stay with the cannabis. Stay with the
Yeah,
cannabis.
Don knows what I'm talking about with Kensington.
You can't overdose on cannabis.
No.
Yeah,
Can't
I
happen.
was
I don't
weed
care
now.
who you are or what you say. It can't happen. Not one person has ever died on cannabis. I don't care what anybody says. I'll argue until I'm blue in the face. Not one.
420 all day over here.
It's either 2 things. You're either attacking the refrigerator or you're going to sleep and you're going to wake up. That's it.
Yeah, don't do drugs. That's what we promote here on my channel. Don't do drugs. I'm 5 years sober. Like,
Okay. Kids,
You know,
please
it's like,
pass
Spend
back
your
the front of
money.
the class,
Spend your
okay?
money on my snakes.
yeah, I
Don't do
buy
drugs,
snakes.
Yes.
Spend your money.
I will spend my money on your snakes. You spend your money on my snakes, and we'll just be happy.
I know Don knows what Kensington is. It's the shittiest part of Philly.
Weed and mushrooms. See, I don't know about mushrooms much anymore, but I do. I have looked into this. So I've been vocal and said I want to do one of these, ayahuasca things, like this
you wanna do
spiritual weekends, because I meditate and shit, and I really got a good grasp on like my mental state now. I'm like best mood of my life, and I'm probably the poorest in my life. It's fucking great. So I looked into it. You know how much these motherfuckers want for you to go sit a weekend and do drugs, like basically at their thing, and they babysit you? $2,500. $2,500. I was like, do you know what kind of snake I could get for $2,500?
Right.
I can't do
I
it.
I could get you a motorcycle and a car down here for $2,500.
Motorcycle and a car.
And a
James said he
goddamn
quit
car.
smoking weed so he could spend more money on snakes and equipment. I need to do that with cigarettes. If I could get rid of cigarettes, I'd be good.
Hell, you'd be rich. Ken.
We're all going to take a ride to Nick's house. Those 2
Wow.
vehicles there in Alabama.
Hey, you got to pull them out of the woods, but they're there.
He said they're there.
Hey,
Alabama.
sometimes the classics and barn finds are better, bro.
Elias, I don't
At
know
least you
what
can
comes
still
on
work.
YouTube.
You can work on it yourself,
I fall asleep
like today's
watching
cars.
some kind of reptile podcast, and I wake up to watching drug podcasts. I just or drug documentaries. It's weird. The government plays
I
what they
watch
want to
true
play.
crime. I watch true crime and serial killer shit.
That's me.
Sorry, Stan, I wasn't trying to talk over you.
Dude,
That's
what's
too
the
much.
show on Netflix? The one with
It's
the
either
FBI
snakes or
profilers.
That's it.
Really gets
That's
to the point
it.
where I have to start checking my drinks and shit,
Nick's over there watching it.
I'll make him a drink.
After
He's like,
48,
"You put anything in this?"
another 48.
that Ed Kemper.
Fuck the first 48. That shit's stupid.
I tell
gotta
you what,
watch,
there's
like-
no way impossible a drug addict could have a snake habit or hobby.
When they get already got to the
I agree with everything. You can't do drugs and have snakes. They're both too expensive.
No.
So do snakes.
You can do better than sell them.
Isn't that what you guys are trying to say? But like, I know it gets hectic. But... Anyways, mofo. So, like, how many clutches yin's got, Justin? Like, is just that one? Yin's got any more? Or yin's pairing? Where are yin's at?
He brought me actually 4 clutches of his. So I have 4 clutches of his.
Right? What are they?
I know some of them. Once he brought them over here and put them in the incubator, I haven't pulled them out to really. He has the cards on top, but
Oh, all right.
it's hard for me to really see. I know there's some inchy pairing in there, and there's some pretty good stuff in there. I think there's even
Probably some pinstripe.
I think even some hypo maybe be in there too. Will be in
Right.
there as well. So
you
but he's got
grandfathered
pretty
the
deep
clutches?
there. I'm just taking my time, not pulling them out, messing with them at all. Just leaving them be until Follow the masters.
Yeah, we know we're degenerates.
So he sold you all that, or he's
No. I'm hatching them out for him, and then I'm gonna ship them to him.
What's good, Wiz? The Wizard.
Melt late CO.
Basically,
Right.
he's helped me a lot throughout my whole journey. So I'm basically helping. I told him, look, I'll help you whichever way you need me to. And he was like, look, can I put these in there? I don't want to travel with them. I'm scared with the shaking and the travel. I was like, look, bring them over. It's only like a 20-minute ride from your house. Put them in the incubator. I'll hatch them and ship them to you once everything's done.
That's awesome.
So,
All right,
the
that's
girl
cool.
that mentored us, she sold us an albino that she'd been pairing the shit out of while we were paying the snake off. It's like a huge 3,000 gram female. And she was pairing it the whole time. And when we got her, we paired her. But I mean, she was trying to get that snake pregnant for us, you know?
right.
That's
Yeah,
cool.
you really, if you can make friends, like personal friends, like in real life and not online with these people, man, they'll give you all kind of shit. Like most of my racks, they gave us our incubator. They just said, hey, you need an incubator? And it's like, yeah. They're like, here. I'm like, how much? They're like, here. I'm like, okay, well, how much you want for these racks? Here. I mean, you know,
I haven't had no one give me racks
cool,
yet.
you know?
That would be awfully nice of someone to say, hey, here's these
Well,
racks.
they're handmade
At some
PVC
point, you
racks.
can get some of these
Right.
racks from me.
Which keep me
But I
from
mean,
building
it's
it.
free.
Now, I'd probably
Yeah,
modify
fuck
it. but-
Exactly.
Now I had to build this big behemoth that weighs probably 400 fucking pounds out of melamine because they don't sell PVC here. But you know, I'd much rather get a free PVC piece of shit for free, you know, and not have to build it.
I'm pretty sure if Malacio shows up in Philly again, which he will, and I'm close, we can, hang out. But
I think we all need friends like that.
Yeah. He's definitely helped me out. He's giving me some snakes. Come over, like, look, I'm not using this male anymore. I'll do you a hell of a deal on it. Just get it off my hands and you use it. I'm like, really? And he's
This
like,
is
yeah.
from Adam.
And actually, the Inchy Clown came from Adam, you know.
Nice.
And he's a stud. I put him in with one of my females and immediately went to town. Didn't no questions asked. I was like, there we go. See,
Right.
He's definitely been.
I met Adam at Warple's barbecue, and he's like, whatever you heard about him, it's true.
It's true.
He's
Yeah.
that awesome of a dude.
He's really great. He's really great.
Green Line will be your friend. Green Line, you can be my friend.
Green
I'll
Line's
give you
my friend.
Okay,
Back
okay.
up.
I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll tell you what I'll do. If Green Line goes on our morph market, if he sees any snake on there, I'll give him 15% off if he buys it within 48 hours.
Look
Green
at
Line,
that.
holy crap.
And then we can be great friends. Just because you said you need friends, I'll be your friend.
There you go. We'll be your friend. Hit
I
us
don't
up
know,
on
Jay's a
Instagram.
pretty good
Told
guy.
you, we had like probably a good half hour, 45-minute conversation today, just like before we got on. And he seems like a solid dude. I mean, I was like, dude.
Up
That's awesome.
eastern, northeastern guy, Scranton.
I'll be right back. I'll be right back.
You
He's
live
up
in
Wilkes-Barre,
Scranton? Did
area.
he just say he lives in Scranton? That's a real place?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Scranton, PA.
Yeah. The
Fuck.
Office show that actually
Office is
definitely
filmed.
exists in real
Yeah.
life.
That's
Not
fucking awesome.
Not the paper company, but the actual town,
We
city.
have the Office trivia, and it's not even fun to play with me because I literally watch The Office every day. I just started watching the Superfan episodes on Peacock, and I'm telling you something. That shit was fucking hilarious.
Super.
Okay.
That's awesome.
But nobody ever wants to play with me because they're like, every question, I'm boom, boom, boom. And they're like, man, fuck this shit. Like, it's not even.
Michael did something on this episode this day.
Yeah. And I know it. You know what I mean? Like, I hate that I fucking know it, but I have literally watched every episode of that show probably. I mean, since conception, since it came out, you know, like every
Right.
fucking day.
Yeah.
I got
Jay said
Peacock. I
my
pay
office
for
is in the
Peacock
building
just for
you
that
see
show.
In the beginning of the show.
So great.
I swear, that's the only fucking reason we have Peacock.
Look, so you guys could be friends already. You like The Office. He's from, Scranton, Pennsylvania.
Scranton,
Hey,
PA.
Look, his office is even in the building that they showed at the beginning. So,
What?
like, you're a super
What?
fan.
No,
I mean,
it's not. No,
We're
I
getting
don't
some
believe that
magical hookups
shit.
here, guys. Like,
Oh,
just
dude,
romances.
if that's true, look, Green Line, if that's true, I'm going to fucking come visit you.
You're
And
going to
I
what?
have to go
I
there.
think
I have to
you
go
can
there, and I have to get a picture in that building at the front fucking door.
If you're
If you're
coming
being
up to
for
that
real.
building, I'm coming there just for shits and giggles to make fun of you the whole time.
Come that far, might as well.
It's
I'm
only
gonna
a
get
2-hour
my-
drive.
I'm gonna get a Dwight mask, and I'm gonna go stand there, and I'm gonna greet. I'm gonna be a door greeter.
Look, Pennsylvania Paper Supply is owned by the same guy that owns my company.
That's fucking
That's cool.
crazy.
I'm gonna
What do
wear
you know?
like a pair of dress pants and a dress shirt and tie and a briefcase, look like an office worker when I come up. I'll jump right in the picture and look right into the show.
It's so fucking funny. Alcoholics, man. What can you do? I'm just kidding.
It's a small world. Like, when you think about it, I bet
What are
you
we drinking over there, Justin?
Some Tito's
Yo.
and some Cherry's Coke.
Tito's.
Yeah.
potatoes.
We're definitely
Some
vodka.
Tito's and Cheetos.
Yeah.
We're
Got
definitely
me some flaming hot ones.
It's the lightest thing.
Justin, you ever had the vodka that's made from pineapples from Hawaii?
No.
That's
No.
I'm
not
drinking hand
Sounds like a
sanitizer
stomach
tonight.
ache, though.
I don't drink much, but when I do, I drink good
Primo.
shit like that. Like, I can't drink. Like, if I go buy a bottle of vodka, it's got to be Grey Goose or Belvedere. I don't even do Absolute anymore. It's got to be good shit. When I go
That's
buy
all my old lady
tequila,
drinks.
it's
is
got to be
Absolute.
Patron or better. I mean, there's some weird, crazy
off.
off-name brand that's like expensive as shit.
right.
Yeah.
Right.
I can't drink
I
cheap
don't even
alcohol.
drink.
I agree with
Like,
you on
I
the
don't
Grey
even
Goose.
drink no
Grey
more,
Goose is
for real.
definitely if I want to go buy a nice bottle of vodka. But Tito's is actually it's very not bad tasteful. It's easy going
Yeah.
down. I've had some shitty ass vodka. Don't get it wrong. I've had some rubbing alcohol.
Blatty. Dude, go get a bottle of Blatty. I know everyone knows what
Old
Blatty is.
Crow.
Anchors and Vladdy. That's your well drinks that you're getting at the bar, by the way.
Yeah, but that's you're not gonna be well if you drink
You
this.
gotta get the top shelf, man. You gotta get that Texas.
Give
You
a
gotta
shit
get
if
that
you're buying,
Texas
like, $2
margarita.
well drinks.
Yeah.
What did
I
you?
tell you what, like pay the extra money for top shelf. Like we was at this down the beach one time, and we got these huge ass margaritas. It was like 4 margaritas in one, and it was like $20 for just the normal one, or $25 for the top shelf. The other 3 people was with me. They was like, "Well, I want the normal." I was like, "No, I'll pay that extra $5. Give me that top shelf." And
It's gonna hit you faster.
Man's talking about
Yeah.
margaritas.
I had a great day.
Yeah.
Definitely.
You drink one big ass grande, extra
Dude,
grande,
that was
mi
like-
amigo, Texas margarita, and you
Yeah,
are
it
fucking
was-
drunk.
It must have come from Texas because it was a Texas size one. I mean, I don't know.
Hey, baby,
It was like
that's what you
a
want.
14-inch
That's what you
round
want.
circle up top. You know what I mean?
Hey, that
Yeah, well, I mean,
that
y'all
shitty drink
old
for me is a
parts,
Long
Jimmy
Island
Buffett
iced tea.
gets
Just
high,
load it up.
Long Islands can fucking get crippling. If
Yeah.
they're made right, they will cripple you.
You had that
Yeah,
shitty
Hey,
day.
Ken,
Just give me a Long
you
Island.
talking
Come
about
on.
Long
let's
Island?
get
Talk
it.
to LeVar. Arrington.
I'm a cheap
He
drunk.
loves them.
Oh, me too anymore. Yeah.
I drank one beer and I'm like,
Right.
I drink like 18.
I don't.
But
I
anyway.
just smoke.
That's how
That's
we
like
are.
I'm a seasoned vet. It takes me a 30-pack to get started.
I mean, it's sad, but it is true.
But sometimes.
Yeah.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with drinking at home.
No.
I
I'm
love
not-
how I
No,
like
I drank
it.
my like 8 beers at my friend's house and they came here. But he's
If
about
you're-
If I drank 8 beers, I'd be like,
Right?
very light beers. I mean,
Cheaper and safer to drink at home, always.
Yes.
For sure.
Yes.
Exactly. I just don't respect the people that are staggering, getting in their car and driving home.
Fuck no. Fuck no.
but if
And
you're
you can-
staggering and getting on a motorcycle, you can do
Yeah.
that, everybody.
well,
Okay,
you
that's
staggering
cool.
getting on a motorcycle.
Yeah, drinking and driving.
It wakes you up. It
Everything.
wakes you up. It
I can't
does.
say that I drove drunk before, but like I got the window down and I'm up on the wheel like 10 and 2.
Oh,
Like,
God,
come
no.
on, motherfucker.
Oh, can't
When
stand
you're
up there
one
with the,
when you're one eyeing it to drive.
the death
Yeah,
metal.
I've had to do that. I know exactly what that means.
Don't drive drunk. I was kidding.
Don't do it.
Kids, do not try this at home.
Do it. Do not do it at all. Do not.
I tell
Do
you
not
what,
try this at home.
my dad drove drunk home every day for fucking 30 years. If there was an Olympic event called drunk driving, my dad would have been a gold medalist like year after year. Because
He's a seasoned vet.
I mean,
Between the
one day he came home, he tripped and fell up the stairs and knocked himself out and shattered this big, thick ass mirror that he had on the porch, this antique mirror he got somewhere. Next morning, he woke up and tried to bitch at me and said, I did it. And I was like, dude, I picked you up and carried you in the house. You went through it. The fuck are you talking about? My fucking truck's sitting there unscratched, sitting in the front of the, how in the fuck do you drive home?
Jeez. See, he's got
That
the big
dude.
head. Like his
Oh,
There
Nick, you got my snake out, Nick? Nick, you got my snake out again, Nick?
Tofino GHI.
Oh hell yeah.
Alpino.
Hell yeah.
That's G Money. We named him G Money because he's a
That's
gangster.
sick.
Alpino. All right. I mean, I like it.
Yeah, don't have the spots. Playing with these snakes. I'm going to pet her.
They're gonna make me go get one. I would show my babies off, but the one, that was, caught by the umbilical cord is still in the egg, and the other two are still in there. So I don't want to disturb it. And there's still a couple of the pies in the egg. Like, I mean, they got their heads out and stuff. They're alive. They're moving around, but they're not quite out the egg. So I just don't want to mess with them yet.
I can
Yeah,
show
I mean, I brought mine out because they're out.
Show whatever you want.
Well, don't show. Well, hang on.
Don't moon the camera or something. Like, don't do that. But snake
Don't show
wise.
the one eye. Don't show the one eye.
Oh yeah, I love her. And she's big girl.
She says
She's
I
a
love
great
her.
grower. She's a grower.
This is super
Yeah,
OD
I like that. That's a
calico.
weight pipe.
Oh,
That's
that's
nice amount of
nice. I like
calico.
that.
Yellow belly as well. And you can see the ringer on the tail from the Inchy and the calico.
Is she het pied?
No, that's from the Inchy and the calico.
Everybody-
All right.
Everybody always wants to ask.
Wait,
that.
so that's not pied.
If you look at a lot of Inchy calicos, you get ringers.
No, that's not pied. I knew calico, inchy, and yellow belly even will help
Yep,
pull
yellow
that
belly.
white stuff on the side consistently like that. But I didn't think it would create a ringer like that.
It's a nice ringer, nice white belly.
Yeah, you can see the
That's a
belly.
nice snake for not being a pied for sure.
So
Oh, yeah.
There's some lace in that
That's
even.
she's pretty.
Her head.
I'm still learning the camera. You guys gotta work with me. I'm still learning to work.
I
with
still suck at it. Don't worry about it.
It's the
It's
opposite of what you
opposite, so it's
said.
a pain in the ass.
Yeah, it is very opposite. Oh yeah, there she is.
Now you can see the head stamp almost. Oop, the other way.
Kinda seen it.
Almost. There you go.
Yeah, I mean
That's cool.
that
Man, that's really light.
part is dope.
That's really
That's a
cool.
banger right there. Banger.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean she's like full. I mean she's a bunch of stuff.
Got some nice jeans in that one.
Yeah. Here's your black pastel acid granite.
I passed out acid granite.
See, I want acid.
I
Let's see
love
the back.
acid. Yeah, try.
No, I mean I can't even. Now I see the granite. But acid has a normal.
And I like granite too. Like all them granity jeans. Like I think I have Grim now, and I can't be happier.
The iridescent on her too in the sun in the
Wow,
light.
yeah,
Oh my
it's
gosh.
beautiful.
All blacks, like all my black dark snakes, have that iridescent look in it.
Oh yeah.
No, I mean when you add acid in, acid's a hell of a drug.
I love acid.
Yeah.
I liked it back
Love
in
it
the
for
day.
real.
I just don't think I could do it anymore.
Oh, I thought we were talking about the snakes.
Well, but I was talking about the paper too.
Nick,
I'm
you're
gonna have
another,
forever
you're
drug
on a
stories.
whole other thing right now, Nick.
Got this one more.
Wow. See that? Okay.
Who'd you get that from, Justin?
Sparkle.
Justin Morph Jungle.
Oh,
And this
nice.
is
Morph Jungle.
Sponge Dream Vanilla Pastel
Yellow belly.
Asphalt Yellow Belly.
Dang.
That vanilla really did.
I like
it
those oranges on that side gut, boy.
Yeah,
Right.
she's.
So it's asphalt or yellow belly, or is that a freeway?
Look at that head stamp. Really sick. Yeah, I've got a freeway that I'm going to put to it and make some pretty cool freeway combinations, hopefully.
So
Oh, yeah.
drippy.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I got an ivory het clown that I'm playing with.
Some VPI pod. I got this from Dale at Constricted.
Yeah. Sang out with him on Hair Down.
Dale.
Oh yeah, Dale's awesome. I like Dale.
Yeah,
Dale's good.
crazy stuff.
So
He's got a couple trick hat clowns.
I'm sure.
Oh,
see it. I'll pull it out and show it off. There's the sunset banana.
Nice. I got a super pastel clown het sunset that I won. Can't afford a female,
Nice.
but
Off of Brock. Actually, Brock did me solid, so I'm not gonna complain at all. I like Brock Wagner definitely did it good. So
Yeah, as a dude that likes Ultramel, I like Brock.
he went to a visual clown, so hopefully I could spot the 50%, and hopefully it's a female visual clown. And he went to a het clown too.
It's pretty dope. You got Sunset sitting there.
Heck yeah.
Is that what you picked up in Daytona, Justin?
Yep. So, and I went ahead and hit him up too for another 1.1. I figured if I'm gonna get in the project, might as well just spend a little bit of money and go full force in the project. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab another 1.1 off him as well. So
You saying Florida?
at least my secret yet, but when I do get it, you guys will see it. I will show it off to you guys for sure. You guys will see it.
See, I figured I would just pair mine and then spend the money on testing instead of buying snakes. Because if I hit a female or two, like it's gonna be het clown, I'm gold. I mean,
Correct.
all I need is 2 or 3 females, and
Hit it.
I built my project.
Correct. So that's how I
So
feel.
that's why I'm not going to go out and spend a bunch of money.
Right.
I mean,
Hey, I don't
now
know.
it's like what, $5,000 for a female breeder Sunset?
You could get like a het clown, het sunset female for it's marked a little over $2,000. You could probably talk them down a little bit, $1,750 probably.
I would say 15 to 17 for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, just to get those 2 genes in there. But I've seen $5,000 gets you a Sunset breeder.
But we were talking about this last night too. Like, there's a lot of people, especially since I've gotten one and I've talked to a handful. There's a lot of people out there that have sunset projects in the making.
Yeah, and that's another reason why I don't want to spend a bunch of money.
The market's going to be flooded. That price is going to drop. Like it just like anything else. It has its ups and its highs. Anything's going to go up and down. So,
I don't think it's going to be flooded with sunset. It's definitely going to be more. But I think there's more people starting to look at sunset now too, and it all depends on if you get in that market and get snakes out when people are first wanting it, when the masses want it.
I mean,
Someone's going to make something cool and going to make the masses want it. And if you have it at that time, you're good.
You're good. Correct.
You hit the sunset with whatever other recessive and codoms. Yeah.
My first goal is to throw a pie
do
to it, make those recessive or those het recessive genes, hold them back, and then put them back together, and hopefully down the road I could complete a sunset hypopod.
Oh, that would be dope.
Oh, nice. See, I want to work hypo into the sunset hypo clown, but orange ghost hypo, because I like orange ghost. If I can do anything with it, I'm just gonna do orange ghost and get rid of the other hypo sooner or later, because I got an orange ghost female that is just beautiful. I gotta go get her. I'll be back.
Yeah, Ken's going to talk about it, the hypo project, and I'm sure his snake is beautiful, but I mean, it's just still the same thing. Hypo,
Right.
No,
hypo, orange ghost, they're all the same.
It's all the same, right? It's all the same.
So,
To me, it's like where people like even with Orange Dream, people want to be like, "Oh, I have this line of Orange Dream or this line of Orange Dream." It's like really no, it's just line bred. You got the brightest gene, you line bred it up to that part. Whatever you want to say, whatever which it could be a controversial.
We do that shit with like lizards, right? Like, blaze fire, fucking whatever, bearded dragons. It's like, well, yeah, you hone this in to this point where it looks this good.
Right.
And you might not have told everybody all the shit normals you had.
Correct.
I mean, we got both, so I can see the difference. We got a straight hypo male that came from Rob from KY Constrictors, that came from Garrett DeMeyer's line, and then we have an orange ghost female. And you can tell the difference. Orange ghost female is definitely a lot more orange than the regular hypo we have.
Look at that blessing.
Yeah, hence why they call it orange ghost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you can definitely see the difference in them.
Hey, Chris.
I mean, I know they're both in the same. They're both hypo, but you can definitely see a difference in them.
So let me ask you
Same
this:
old.
which one's gonna, if say for instance, just theatrical tongue twister. But you know what
I got you. I got you. I got you.
Say for instance, you
Theoretical.
put an orange goes to a
Theoretical.
banana and a regular hypo to a banana. Which one's gonna put off more purple hues? The regular goat or the regular or the orange ghost?
I'd probably say orange ghost because it just brings color. It brings graniting. It just makes cool snakes.
Yeah.
And that's what I see with orange ghost over regular ghost. Just graniting in the alien heads.
Right. That's sick. That's sick.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's like I have a lot
Let
of
me
stuff.
see. Let me see if
It's
my
not
orange
normal.
ghost has granite in the alien heads.
That's sick.
Look at it.
Just plain.
Because I've
She's
seen
just
a couple.
plain orange ghost. She has nothing else. No other genes whatsoever in her.
Hey, Ken, can I see that dorsal?
BNF.
Show the dorsal on that, Ken.
Oh, the dorsal? It's bright orange, dude.
Oh, fuck yeah. See, I like that. I like that. Yeah.
Wow, that's beautiful.
That's sick.
I mean, it's way oranger in person than it looks even.
Right.
It looks in our Mandarin. I like when I got this
it
thing.
looks Mandarin, yeah. It almost looks Mandarin.
And
If you look at Tufati, he has a black pastel hypo Mandarin for sale on Wharf Market. This snake mimics it.
Did somebody say Mandarin? Hold on. Did somebody say Mandarin?
And this is
Mandarin. Let me see some Mandarin.
I
this
don't
is
want to get it
hypo
out because I don't
HRA.
even know. There's too much controversy about the one I think is Mandarin. Because me and Ken's been swapping some pictures, and I've been talking to some people, and I think we got lucky. I don't know.
I
Oh,
think
shit.
you got lucky.
I think you got lucky too.
I'm still
I
a
hope.
Rapper guy, man. Braden,
That's
find
sick.
out.
There's a little graniting in there. It's not as much as mine.
There is some though. And you
Yeah,
can
it's
alien heads, they're just wider and like longer,
Lengthier, yeah.
lengthier.
Man, wasn't there?
but mine is an allelic complex animal too. It's also, HRA Huffman.
Okay.
Man, what's there?
That's what makes it so orange.
Got that head influence. That's sick. I like that, Stan. I like that a lot.
Thank
Fuck it.
Clean belly. I mean, Stan, what's there?
Yeah, see,
Just,
look,
she's just orange ghost. That's it.
Oh, okay.
that's nice.
I
See, now
know.
I can see how I could even throw off more purple hue too.
Mm-hmm.
I just think it would. I mean, if you're talking regular hypo, I mean, yeah, I just think orange
I don't
ghost all
have my
day in
regular
every
hypo
direction.
here. I pull them out.
I'll bring the other one I got. They said it was a calico orange ghost, but if it's calico, it's the crappiest on a calico you ever seen. But she's a cool looking snake, though. I can't take it away.
Hey, some of the crappiest looking snakes produce the best looking snakes. So, from what I've seen.
Yeah, this big old girl.
Ooh.
She done gave me some snakes.
Hell yeah.
Ooh,
That's a big
I
girl,
love-
too.
Yeah.
Nice champagne hat pie. Yeah, she didn't go this year. Like, really?
Heck yeah.
She got nothing left, so she's gonna be paired to my ultra male het pie male because she's a het pie female.
Heck yeah.
I'll let
Yeah.
Ken blow it up. This is the one Ken thinks might have monsoon in it.
Really?
Yeah.
That's sick.
But the pairing doesn't have any monsoon in it whatsoever. But
I think
Ken
Ken
believes the
thinks,
way the side cut is.
Look at
I
that,
think
though.
Ken thinks
Yeah,
there's
look at all the
genes
pattern on that.
From
Almost
what
gives
I've
an
seen,
effect.
that side gut means het monsoon.
without
You don't see that around.
in there in the pairing.
So,
Well,
Is it a
that-
male?
do they have testing?
Is that a
for
It's
male?
no, it's a
Not yet.
female.
No. See, that's sick.
I mean, it's dirty.
It is definitely dirty.
I like
So
the dirty
the
snakes.
the pairing on this was an inchy GHI Posset clown to an inchy het clown.
What's up, B? I can't remember if I said that's what's up. You know,
When you said entry in
See
there,
if I can get that headset. Yeah. See if I can get the head stamp
Yeah,
here.
I see entry.
Oh,
See, that's sick.
wow.
I even like the pattern on the head too.
Yeah,
That's
the head.
going all the way up to the side right there. That's sick.
I mean, it's
Yeah, but
definitely
we'll just
very
cooperate for a second.
granny.
Never.
Oh,
Yeah, Stan, I think you got something there, buddy.
Yeah, there's something different.
I think it's that monsoon markers. If you look at it, if you ask Billy and Austin if that's that monsoon, I'm pretty sure they're going to say, yep.
Text it to Austin, Stan. I bet you Austin would give you his opinion.
I'll probably tell
Sure
you.
will.
you think so?
Austin's cool dude. Yeah.
1,000%.
Absolutely.
1,000%.
That's so nice. I love that.
I mean, you met him at Daytona, didn't you?
That's,
Yeah, hung out with him at the Airbnb.
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
Yeah, he
We
was
were
there
chit
telling
chatting
me.
at the show.
You can't.
Yeah, message
heck
him.
yeah, I guarantee he'll give you his opinion.
1,000%.
Sweet. I'll definitely have to hit him up.
Yep.
All right, this
Okay.
one's the Calico Orange Ghost.
Wow.
Calico.
That's sick.
But, I mean,
See the
I don't
song?
know if the Calico is there or not.
Was it sold to you as one?
Yes.
I mean,
But
it's
see,
good to
the
have-
only thing is there's not a lot of breakup on it.
yeah, I mean, I would assume Calico on the side.
But in Orange Ghost, I guess Calico Orange Ghost don't really have much of a breakup.
Breakup? Okay.
Eric from Eric's More Factory has a Calico Orange Ghost, and it has, a couple spots.
Okay.
There's some.
Okay.
And it might form sooner or later, but I don't know.
Not if that's the way it rolls, and that's the way the cookie crumbles.
I mean, there's some pixelation up on the side.
Yeah, like
for
you
Calico.
could definitely
Yeah.
see where obviously the Orange Ghost is taking over and controlling more of it.
I don't see the best expression of Calico there.
No.
It's got a lot
That's
of
why they
blushing
say
on the
don't
dark. It's
breed.
got a lot of blushing in the black.
It does have
That's
a
why
lot
they
of
say
I
don't
don't-
breed certain genes.
Let's
if
see
you
this.
want to
Let's see
see
this
that.
side gut
You know what
there.
I mean?
Let me see the side gut.
I mean, there's
yeah,
some
just 'cause
pixelation.
other
right?
genes are more powerful and going to take
Yeah,
over.
Yeah.
that's why they say don't breed this with that, because it's going to flood it out and you're never going to see it, so it doesn't really matter anyway. And that's how people are. They want it to look like
What
that.
is that, male or
Some
female,
genes
Ken?
just
Female.
they don't
Put a male
they're
to
not
it. Put
compatible.
a normal male to it.
Oh,
Yeah,
I think
and
I'm
if you-
getting a lace pet Orange Ghost male for it. That's what's going to her. Lace pet Orange Ghost.
Lace is great.
Hey Ken,
She's cool.
I'm running to the store. It's right up the street. How long you doing this?
We're on. We're not. There we go.
Yeah,
If you're on when
drive.
I get back, when I get back, I'll jump back on.
All right. Cool. Good deal.
All right.
Man, I fed everything today.
There. I'm going to go take care of her back real quick. But I like her outlining. That's what makes, let me get it right, me like her so much. It looks like a black outlining, not blushing. You know what I mean?
I love that. I love that fading in the middle, how it gets lighter. It's-
Right.
Yeah, it makes the
I
black
feel
look like an
fine.
outlining.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. It makes it so bold, like pop, gives it a pop.
So that was a hypo. Yeah, throw a clown in there. Wait for it.
Cigarette dying on me. I'm like, oh shit, got to charge it up.
Yeah, right. I mean, we now charge our cigarettes, right? So-
Right.
I know. I was just thinking that. I'm like, wow.
Hey, Vic took a big toll,
Technology.
a big hit when e-cigarette came out. No more lighters, not as much,
Yep. Oh yeah, big. Yeah.
I'm gonna get my Bix for a big.
Right? I mean, we're still all reefer smokers, so we need a big around. But
Yeah.
at the end of the day,
They gotta be around. But
That's the way they
Hey, Justin, if you ain't got a Bic, you got one of these, right?
you got a torch. You damn right.
I mean, I got one of them to like flambe some shit, but yeah, same principle.
Oh yeah, we're flambeing too.
Yep.
Long bay. I'm about to
Well,
lay the top of this bowl.
We're flam bacon is more like it.
Yeah.
Christ.
Definitely
But
fat.
those two females I just showed, that's what I got rid of the father, well, the first sire, the lab het exanthic male, breeder ready. I traded that for those two, and they were small. I was like, fuck yeah, I'm coming up. I'll be up in about an hour.
My sire that did the clutch, he's gone already. I mean, come on.
I was about ready to get rid of that leopard clown until I seen what he made. And then I'm like, I think he's staying because he might be grim.
Right.
I mean, spend the $50, get the shed test, and then figure it out.
Facts.
If I would try to sell that snake, I wouldn't market it as grim because I don't technically 100% know. That's why it's staying here and being bred again.
Right.
Are you holding back? All right.
That's my holdback for sure.
Yeah.
He's wicked nice. I hope it's easy, man.
The other one, double hit. Then the grim weird thing.
Right.
See, my intuition, when I talk about a certain snake, I'm calling it a he or a she just automatically. So I'm going to see how good my intuition really is.
That works.
So Kent is probably going to drive to Ken's to verify, unless anybody else can't. See a Penn State game in the interim.
Yeah, I'm about, I'd say 15 minutes away from the stadium.
Damn.
We'll figure it out. I'll pop, you'll pop. We'll all pop.
I mean, yeah, I take him to, like, I got a local guy that helps me out too. So I take a lot of stuff to him. He helps me out. He's my rat breeder. The guy's awesome. See, you know, Reptiles. Check him out on Morph Market.
That's awesome.
You just
Good
got to
dude.
practice.
Yeah,
That's all you do.
I think my two.
You can see those
I think you gotta do a
hemipenes,
little
man.
bit
If
more
you can't see the
gentler, man.
hemipenes, you got a problem.
You got a problem.
Well, I mean, don't point at your camera.
Shit.
It's
I've checked them sometimes. Hemipenes, we give you some sperm right on your fucking finger at the same time.
I've already been squirted in the face with you know, some
Well,
snake
no,
juice.
Ken, you got it. You aim away, Ken. You aim away,
Well,
Ken.
I didn't know to aim away. Right?
Ken,
I was sitting there
aim
trying to
away.
look like all up
Really,
close,
really,
being
really.
gentle.
He was all up in it, huh?
But
You
you told
can't control
It
it.
hit me in the chin, almost in the mouth.
He was all in it.
Oh.
Like,
Yeah, I was pretty close. I was closer than I should have been. I'll say that.
boy, good thing you don't have no spitting cobras, huh?
That's why I don't do venomous. Like, I'm not ever doing venomous
Hey.
because I think I would get too much trust in them. Like, you know what I mean? I don't think I'd be dumb. I think I would build too much trust in them and then be like, oh, this thing ain't gonna bite me, and then, oh, I'm dead.
Yep.
I don't think I could respect the rules forever.
When I had my big monitor, I trusted him, but it was every time you go in there, you go in with caution.
Caution, correct.
Because it's a
Right in the
big
chin,
animal,
Lou.
man. It's same way, you know, big snake. You gotta
I'm
go
gonna
in with
take it.
caution, you know, even though or let them out. You know,
Yeah.
some of the bigger snakes will come out to you. You know what I mean? You can train them. You know, I see people doing ball training. I mean, you know, like Nerd, he does a lot of plastic hand training with venomous snakes to pick them up to make them feel like they're in someone's hand.
And
Right.
I mean,
Which is good.
but you still caution. You gotta be, you know.
it sucks because the prettiest.
It'll
snake,
be on your mind every time. If you had a venomous snake, it would be on your mind every time you went to handle it. Your mind would tell you caution.
Right.
It would just.
I mean, I get
No matter what, man. I don't care what you do. If you're a smoker or whatever you do, as soon as you walk in there, your mind says caution.
Yeah.
Yep, you're aware.
I mean, I had mine, and I fed him every week. My black throat. He was probably all at 30 pounds, and every time I went to take him out, it was like caution, and he would still flare up, and he knew I was going to take him out, but he would still flare up, slap his tail a couple times, and then I would just take him out. And once I took him out, he was like cool as a cucumber. But that initial Hey, I'm going to show you that I'm the boss. Tells you caution first.
You knew. Yeah.
You know?
I tell people everything. Like, it don't matter if you want to laugh at my expense. Cool. I don't care. I mean, I told the story about the guy, or not the urologist sticking his finger in my butt. I mean, come on. I
Said, back off
I
with
don't
those
care.
banana
I'm not very
fingers.
easily. Yeah, he had banana fingers too. They were fat as fuck, way fatter than mine. I didn't like it. And then he told me to back up into him. That was even more fucked up. I mean, he's got his finger in his ass, and he says, "Do you mind backing up into me a little bit? I can't quite feel it."
Could you scoot back 2 more feet?
What?
Well, he didn't have his hands on your shoulders, right?
No, I didn't feel no hands on my shoulders, hips, or nothing.
Okay,
Like,
all right.
You didn't feel no hands on the hips or anything?
I don't know. You know what? I was just trying to ignore the whole thing. Maybe he fucking did have his hands on my shoulders. I don't know. I was just off in La La Land, not trying to think about it. Like, oh my God. Oh. And I got another one of these coming up in October, and this is a woman doing it, though. So just think about this, the story I'm going to have.
You better tell them to put you to, to put you to
they're
sleep for that
putting
now,
me to
right?
sleep this time. They're putting me to sleep this time.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going night. So, I mean.
Listen, I had mine done when I got in my car accident because I
I'm
got
going
a
to tell
blood
her to be
clot.
gentle with me.
And after the blood clot, they wanted to make sure, and I was like, "You put me to sleep?" And they're like, "Oh yeah, you won't know now." I said, "Well, if you don't put me to sleep, we ended that procedure right there. There's no going on." And he's like, "No." I woke up in my room like, "Hey, how'd I get here?" But
no memory,
nah,
no PTSD from it. No memory.
yeah, no. As long as you put me to sleep, you can do your thing. But no, I ain't. No wide awake.
I'm going to tell
Not
this
this
doctor
guy. I
to be
don't give a
gentle with
shit.
me. Be gentle with me.
Ken's going to go in there and she's going to be a hottie and he's going to be like, just do whatever you need to do. I don't care.
Oh, she is pretty hot. I ain't going to lie. She's like, early 30s. Like, she's, nice looking doctor, like a nice looking woman. And she's going to be playing my butthole. I don't know whether to be excited about this or mortified. I really don't.
I might need to lock back off this mug. It's getting a little R-rated for Nick.
Hey,
what's up, brother?
How old are you, Nick?
Who, me?
Yeah.
You missed
34.
Oh, it's coming. About another 10 years from now, we're going to hear these same things coming from you, because when you hit 45, they're going to go, oh, 45, we're ramming a 2x4 up that ass.
Oh, hell.
I remember my
Ken,
dad
don't change it.
Don't
change it. Don't change that age to 40 soon. Watch.
Nope.
Yeah,
they
right.
Need to make it. They need to make it 35 because I feel like shit.
Uh-oh.
Ken's trying to get that again.
I say,
no, we're not going to do that because we've seen what
without
happened, and he hates me.
Keep your face away.
He was lit that night.
Right? You wait.
What was that? A blood?
All you guys are, you wait. That doctor's going to tell you that.
What?
And you can either, try to have fun with it or
Luke, I'm not
be mortified, because I don't know where to be.
But that was fun. It was close.
I'm glad you think that's fun.
What?
That was close.
Yeah.
Tag me and tag him. Yeah. I'd rather get
what was that, Kent? A blood boa?
Blood.
T positive blood python male, and he sucks sometimes.
Have you already started? Like, are you working towards breeding those? Is that what you're doing?
I will eventually have the things to breed them. He's the only one.
Right now, he's working on trying to pick that one up.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Like TK has a clutch mate, and
that's gonna be a big motherfucker one day.
Yeah.
Big old Jersey bitch.
Ken, just like I was just saying before, proceed with caution. You see what I say? Proceed with caution.
That thing wasn't playing.
When that motherfucker's 8 foot long.
He ain't gonna be 8 foot long. He's been like a 6 foot sausage. Just
I would say, yeah, they're like fucking huge.
Depending on what you feed it. The people I used to know, like back in the 90s and the early 2000s, that kept fucking like big any kind of boa like that, a blood boa, a boa constrictor.
Not a boa.
Well, whatever.
No.
They'd feed that motherfucker rabbits.
They
And it would get
They feed them fucking.
Yeah,
Oh, right.
and it is huge. They were huge, man.
Yeah,
I don't know.
didn't go through the racks, and we'll
Well,
deal with
his is a bulldog. I mean, if yours
Well,
a puppy
yeah, I mean, I'm
dog,
not
his is a
saying they're all
bulldog.
mean.
it. I
She
mean,
wants one, and I told her they could be mean. You better work with
Yeah.
it.
What up, Rudy?
yeah, I know, Aaron. Yours is a fucking puppy dog. I got the front of the male.
He's so mad that his aren't puppy. His are pit
Puppy
bulls.
dogs.
I wish, right? Like, I have a
He's like, mine are mean.
oh, boa.
I got a ball python that's like that. She's just, I don't know if she's ever going to break from it. She just don't quit.
I
Like
mean,
you,
take her here. I mean, I got a dickhead.
she
Oh,
strikes when you try to pick her up. She
I'll
strikes.
chase you out the room if you let her.
Yeah.
I'll pull out my worst ball pythons. I just ate
You
today.
pick her up, she still strikes. You don't
Yeah.
I'm
care.
not grabbing ours.
Oh, this one will come out.
No, I have no
Not
desire to
right
hold that bitch.
now. I'm kind of feeling kind of good, you know what I'm saying? And I just don't want to pick him up. He's a butthole. He'll bite you.
Yeah, I mean, it's not going to stop me from when we get off from here. And
Kent, that thing tore you up the last time. I mean, you had marks on your
oh my
face,
God.
on
Yeah.
I think
Oh,
actually
arm.
did bite me in the face. Yeah, it was awful.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it went like
Graf, you don't have
crazy on
a
him.
hook?
I don't remember they kept hitting them.
I got plenty. I just had to say
Why don't
here.
you use a hook?
No, I mean, I
Okay.
can use the hook to handle them. But, like, I was
Yeah,
showing
yeah,
off nice blood. And, like, here, it is.
How many beers? How many beers was you in?
That night?
How many beers?
Oh, he was lit. He was lit.
Yeah. He put on those beer muscles, but he was like, "Watch this, guys. I'll get it out for you."
And then
Tegus, dude, look, Tegus, when they're big, they're fucking scary. Like when you're feeding them a rat, a frozen thawed rat, I can feed it chicken all day long. But you put a quail or a frozen rat up there to it, and dude, it acts like a fucking, it goes into another like, I don't know, like another fucking realm. It's like, finish him. And it's like, boom. And it'll fucking run up your arm. And I mean, it fucking gets crazy. I was like, God damn. That fucking Tegus, man.
You're not laughing at me, Elias. You guys are all laughing with me because it's all fun and games. That's all it is.
At me about my blood thing.
Yeah, that blood snake, he's playing some games with you. How much blood can I really get?
Yeah.
How many teeth can I leave in your arms?
I hate snakes like that, though. Like I just got the email that she proved out genetic stripe. So she's a lesser NT orange ghost, het clown, het genetic stripe, and she's a fucking bitch. I can't really show her because she's just going to strike at the camera the whole time.
That's the last one you got, right, Ken?
Yeah, he proved out.
Yeah.
I sent the shed test out. I got the first shed. I sent it out, and at G strike she is.
She's already sitting here ready.
Yeah, no, she's already. No, I have no interest.
I only paid $300 for that girl too. Like I thought it was a good deal for just a lesser Inchy. Well, it was sold as a lesser, and I knew Inchy was in it. I told the guy, "Do you think Inchy's in it?" He's like, "Oh, I bought it off of Nice Balls." I asked Nice Balls, and he was just like, "Yeah, I thought Inchy was in it." So I don't know. It came from Nice Balls. I bought it off Insanely Awesome Geckos. Tried to get into ball pythons and didn't quite like it because this bitch was mean. So he sold her to me for $300.
Now mine's a lemon blast trick.
Yeah,
and she's definitely a bitch for sure.
We got a G-stripe pos
Yeah.
clown male that we got off of somebody like stupid cheap because they're just trying to get away from it. So we ain't really tried to put him to nothing yet, but I will.
Heck yeah.
Well, don't blow the CPAP up, like laughing back at it. Just make sure the CPAP's all right.
Make a
'Cause that's one
G-spot.
of the masks,
Yeah, one of those sleeping masks.
Like, what if you laugh so hard, like, you break your straps or something, then you're going to screw yourself. So just be careful.
Yeah, be careful for sure.
Hey man, y'all, I gotta go. I gotta yell at my best friend.
That's cool, Kent. Thanks for coming up.
Yep, thank
Later,
you.
Ken.
RWO.
Have y'all
live.
ever been sitting in your fucking reptile room or snake room and hear them fucking snakes fart?
Oh, fuck
Yeah.
yeah.
It's been happening.
It's like,
I'm surprised you guys.
They're
I'm
not
like, how the
farting.
fuck? I heard that shit from the kitchen one day. I walked in here. I said, I know that didn't come from in here. I know
That
it
was the
did.
fucked up orchestra behind us.
And of course it happens when you just clean. Like we just cleaned, so
Oh
everything.
man, I don't even want to talk
That's how
about
it
that
always
shit.
works.
Just hearing it over
As
your
soon as you clean.
I
Can't
fill up
clearing
water
out their
bowls, and
cloaca.
while
That's what they're
I'm
doing.
putting the tub back into the rack after filling the water bowl back up, it's already knocked over and shit in and fucking moved to the hot side, upside down. I mean, they
YouTube
just
it.
fuck. They're
Snake ball
fuckers.
python clearing cloaca, and you'll see the video of it and what they're doing. Because mine was doing it, and I was trying to catch it. You know, which one of you motherfuckers are doing this? Like, I want to watch this shit. What are you doing? You know,
That's
and
fucking nasty.
it's
You want to watch it fart?
Well, I wanted to see what the fuck was going on. It sounded like it
Look,
was
when
blowing out its cloaca.
I
mean,
know,
that shit
dude. That's what I'm
sounded bad.
saying. I heard it and I was like, "What the fuck was that?" And I seen the culprit. I seen it. It was our pod girl, and I was looking at her, and she was fucking looking at me, and she had that tail up in the air, and she was.
Your eyeballs met.
I'm like, God fucking damn it. And this snake's like this long. It's like this long. It's
Looking
not
at
even
you
a
the whole
fucking
time.
massive.
Yeah.
What up, Lakers?
Laker. It's not even a fucking little
Lakers.
big snake, and it's making all that noise, and I'm just like, what the fuck?
The
And then
babies-
it, you know.
They're the worst though.
Yeah, the babies definitely.
Oh yeah, it's like you said, like an orchestra.
It was a
like,
smaller snake that was doing it.
It's fucking.
I just cleaned the
ridiculous.
tubs today. I guarantee you tomorrow I look in there and probably all of them already went to the bathroom in there.
We do it
Guaranteed.
seriously
We
almost
do this
having
all
OCD.
day. These little
We're
babies.
sweating our ass off today for sure.
Yeah.
Because I run almost ambient in this room. So I run 85,
Well,
85 all day. So
Yeah.
with the big snakes, I don't have, the bigger snakes, it's not like an everyday thing. But we got like 20 something babies that we just hatched, and it's fucking every day. You're in here every damn day,
Yeah.
cleaning shit, fucking moving stuff around, doing this, doing that, feeding, doing this, doing that. It's a lot of fucking work. And I mean, I only have like, I don't know, like maybe 24, 25 hatchlings that we hatched this year. And it's a lot of work. I couldn't imagine. That's why I don't want to be like nobody. Man, fuck all that. Like, it's enough what I got.
Yeah.
The two big ass lizards and all these fucking snakes and a tortoise and a French fucking bulldog. That is enough. You know what I'm saying?
We have one of those too.
yeah, we
What
have
up, KG? The project
Dude,
for
the French
bomb.
bulldogs are just fucking awesome. That's the best
What up,
fucking dog I've
KG?
ever had. He's
Yeah.
smart. He's crate trained. He don't go to the bathroom in the house. That's a smart little fucker,
Oh
man.
yeah. They're
yeah.
they're awesome.
they're amazing.
We tried
Put
to
a
breed
bomb
him.
in it, baby. Put
but-
a bomb in it.
Nobody would breed. He couldn't get the job done. And then I'm going to tell you, if you have male French bulldogs and you don't get them fixed, you got to be careful because they can have fucking kidney problems and stuff. Ours, we had to have surgery, and they had like a mason jar full of kidney stones in them
Oh wow.
because if they don't get fixed, it's like
Well,
something happens.
they have so many health problems. They really
Oh
do.
yeah, dude. Especially if you have a brindle or any type of brindle
Right.
like we have, it gets to the point to where it's like, do I even want this dog?
Head there. Y'all see him?
What is that? That's an English bulldog?
English bull there.
Oh, we wanted one of them, but you have to clean their asshole every so often.
Dude, we had a pug one, and I will never.
Oh,
do another
look at
pug.
that little French fucking little fucker.
Thank you.
I love them. I love them. They look so
Yeah.
ugly, but I love them.
There.
See, we can't have big dogs.
What's up with snake breeders like wanting to bring like French bulldogs? My rat guy has French bulldogs. He's like,
Because
"You're the
they're
second."
thousands and thousands and thousands of fucking dollars. That's why.
Yeah.
That's the only reason.
I'm going to take a picture of his female. He said it came from overseas. That thing is like blue, gray, and black. I mean, honest to God, blue. She has blue in it, like Pitbull or
Ours,
English Bulldog, whatever it
we
is. That kind of dog.
We found ours walking down a fucking really busy highway. It was like this big. I
Aw.
swear to
Oh,
you.
hell yeah.
And my old lady came home because we had to get rid of a dog before that because we lived in an apartment. And she seen that fucking dog, and it was raining and everything. She pulled over, she got it, and she walked through the door. She said, "Don't be mad, baby, don't be mad." And I seen it, and we said, "That's Lucifer. That's little Lucifer. We're keeping him forever."
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Man, he's awesome. He is fucking awesome.
Yeah,
But we can't have big dogs. You know, I just
dog,
What up,
cats,
Butka?
we got beard
Logan.
cats, geckos, dogs,
Spiders.
spiders. Yeah, she got.
we just sold our bearded dragon at the last expo we did
Aw.
because we could. I mean, he was massive. His name was Puff the Magic Dragon. He was like this fucking. He was massive. He'd eat rats and shit. He was big.
Dang.
And but we just didn't have the room for him, you know.
Right.
And I didn't have the time, and I felt bad, so I was like, and I mean, having a bearded dragon, people don't understand. That was we bought that lizard for my daughter when she was young because you know she fell in love with it at the pet store, and I grew up with lizards,
Right.
so I was like, you know, geckos, iguana, whatever, and I was like, let's get her the fucking lizard. So we bought the lizard, all the shit, and we had it for 5 years maybe. And like I said, it was a good ass lizard, really friendly, but I felt bad because like. You know, we didn't have the time, but every day I had to clean that fucking lizard's cage. Like, people think, like, hey, I got a reptile and it only poops once a month or once a week. I'm like, you're not doing something right because I'm telling you right now, every one of my snakes poops. It don't take 7, 8, 9 days for my snakes to shit. They're shitting.
Right.
But they're eating, you know. But I don't know. Like, I don't have a problem with my animals pooping. I feel like I'm always call me the poop man, the poop god. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
I get down with the shit.
That bearded dragon poop stinks. Though.
Yeah,
And it's nasty. Yeah, it's fucking.
It's so like I'm like literally like this, like cleaning it. I'm like,
my old lady couldn't come in the room.
I can tell you,
like,
I met Eddie.
Nobody could clean it, so I had to do it. It was the fucking job. Fell onto daddy, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
yep, of course.
But no, I met Eddie that owns Serpentine Exotics, I believe, and he's down in Kissimmee, and he's like, man, what you're in Jacksonville? I think you can do outside enclosures. And I started looking into it, and so I built an outside enclosure, and they've thrived the best out there.
Yep.
The humidity isn't too hot.
Nope, dude, they fucking love it.
I live in Alabama, and I built one outside for it because ours. I don't know if it was brewmate. I don't know what it was doing, but it was scaring the shit out of us because it wouldn't use the bathroom. And then it did it for like months and months, like maybe 4 months, 5 months. So I built a little thing outside for our redfoot tortoise. And before I put the tortoise in it, I put that fucking lizard out there. And dude, I'm telling you, within 10 minutes, that lizard shit. And it was eating like crickets and everything. I don't know. But I didn't know about the humidity. You know what I mean? Because it's super humid here. And I was like, I don't know if it's that humid where they live, so I didn't want to do it. But I thought about doing it.
It's humid as hell here, and they thrive, no problems asked. And literally, I built such a big one because I was worried. Like I was like, well, because I talked to Eddie, I was like, well, I don't want to build a bunch of little ones for each separating one. I'm just gonna build a huge one and give them their own little spaces and corners so they can have their own area. And they literally choose their little corners in the cage and just rock that place.
And sometimes they hang out.
Sometimes they'll hang out with each other, and then when they don't want to fuck with each other, they'll just go over to the other sides. They all eat. They have their little bowls in their own spots. They're I couldn't ask for better with them.
How many do you have?
I have 3 altogether.
So are you trying to get into that too?
Not really. Like it's kind of like something that I got some because I wanted them.
Like the
they're awesome. Yeah, they're
like kind of brutal.
Yeah. I've heard some negative things with the breeding and stuff, and it's more like they're just pets now. Like if I decide down the road, but I got a 1 to 2 ratio. It's 1 male to 2 females. So if it did happen, it happened. Whatever. I'll go out there and collect some eggs and let it roll.
See what happens.
Yeah. I seen dude said something about some Chinese water dragons. Dude, I used to want a Chinese water dragon when I was a kid so bad in like the 90s. And then I realized what they had to have, like a fucking aquarium with water under it. And then a fucking, like it was a lot. And I was like, there's no way that I can do this,
You just get the Asian water monitor. That's all.
Or an iguana, get you there's fucking beautiful. Like I said, ours is turquoise.
I want a green tree monitor.
I posted a video of an albino iguana that PetSmart has up here. And I was actually shocked walking into PetSmart this week. All their snakes look fat. Now, they was overpriced for what they were. You know what I mean? $400 for like a banana spider pinstripe or something like that. Like, there's at least that. But it's too much.
Albino iguanas are beautiful, and I did see the video. They are badass. But
that thing was
I would steer clear of an albino iguana because they'll
But
fall
why?
off
Because
of
I was
limbs.
amazed. I wanted it. Tell
They
me
can't
why.
see that good. They really cannot see
No,
that
they
good. They're
can't.
one
I
of
was
the
gonna say,
albino species that, like, even my albino ball pythons, sometimes it's hard for them to see. And
see, I
but
was gonna say they
iguanas
can't
are
see
like,
shit.
they can't, and their depth perception's fucked up. So when they're climbing, like a tree or a limb or whatever in the enclosure, they'll fall
Yep.
and they can
Aw.
break their leg or anything.
Yep.
I mean, it's they got turquoise ones like I got. They got
It
red.
did look fucked up when it was climbing in the tree. It, like, kept
Oh
getting
yeah.
its foot stuck. Like,
Mhm.
I never seen a lizard get its foot stuck so much, and it was climbing through that thing, and like it always had to pick up its back leg because it was getting stuck.
I would get
So I've
my
seen
iguana
that.
out, but her claws, we don't trim her claws because I don't
Oh
want to
man,
do
it
that.
sucks. It sucks.
And I'm not getting ripped the fuck up. I'm telling you, dude, iguanas are a lot of work. I'm talking about
They're a
changing
lot of work.
big ass water tubs every day, every fucking day. You have to feed them like huge, massive, amounts of fucking food. I mean, it's a task. Thinking back, that's one of the ones that I probably shouldn't have got until I buy, my house and have an outside enclosure, because it is so much
I don't
work,
know,
dude.
like growing up with ours, my mom had like a little thing in the corner with the light that hung from the ceiling and his branch and shit, and he would chill there. But a lot of times he would go, like, we had a little screened-in room, and he'd go hang out in the screened-in room and stuff, or come inside on the back of the cat.
Yeah.
He free roamed the whole house. He was like a dog.
90s keeping of iguanas were like the dopest times, because everybody built these big badass enclosures like in their apartment or let them free range. And iguanas are fucking awesome, everybody.
They're awesome. They're awesome.
If you can keep the humidity good and a big clean water source, like I know people that they would free range them. Like my dad used to know some people, and they would free range them in their apartment, and they had 2 bathrooms. Well, it was just them. So their bathroom was like, they have a litter box in there, a fucking water in the tub. It would get in there. I mean, it was awesome.
My mom did
those iguanas got massive and they thrived. I mean, it was crazy,
That's exactly what my mom did. Is she would put them in the tub all the time, or she had like a big bin, and we'd go out back, and she would put the water hose in the bin, and he would hang out in that fucking thing out in the sun all day long. And we didn't have to run.
Not even try to run off. Not even really try to run off.
Run off or nothing. Yeah. He was not. He knew where home was. He hung out, man. Like that was like we treated him like a dog. We literally treated him like a fucking dog. it was crazy.
I love iguanas. Now tegus, I probably shouldn't say this, but it is what it is. We dabble in the tegu, but they're kind of mean. You know what I mean? They can be mean. They're beautiful, and ours is a puppy dog to my old lady. But if I reach my hand in there, it's gonna, you know what I'm saying? Like it's ready. Right. And like I said, feeding it certain prey items, it can get aggressive. And that's why I don't want no giant 6-foot water monitor. I just don't want to have to deal with that. I just don't want that, me personally. No. I don't.
That's a lot to handle.
Yeah, I mean, this iguana, like I said, without her trimming her claws, it's a female, so her body's about like this or whatever. But if you're holding her and she's just holding onto your arm, you are pouring blood. Yep. Because it's like it is sharp as fucking knives. You know what I'm saying? Like Edward Scissorhands trying to hold on to you. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you have to remember your arm is their limb.
Yeah, no doubt.
That's what they think of. Your arm is their limb.
You're right. And we have gloves. Like we bought welding gloves for that fucking lizard because it'll hurt you. And it's not meaning to. It doesn't want to, but you're shredded. You are shredded up.
At least that way you can, hold it.
Maybe one night I'll get her out on a live and show Ken and have a banana or something to entice her not to act fucking spazzy. Her name is Sully the Psycho because she is psychotic.
I get big bags of shredded collard greens and he'd fucking tear it up. That was definitely.
Oh, yeah.
So
I try to give ours all kind of different shit.
Right. But I was going to say, even with the iguanas, though, with temperament, like Marley, he had his days where you walked up to him and he got that little head bob and look at you. You're like, I'm not fucking with you today, bro. And then there's some days you walk up to him and he want to be petted all day long,
Oh, yeah.
It's all about
like I said, that one that my dad had, it was literally, I mean, I'm not exaggerating when I say this animal was 6 foot long. People say, oh, I've never seen it. Well, I'm telling you, that's how big this fucker was, and if it didn't want to fuck with you, you didn't fuck with it because it would bite the fucking shit out of you if it didn't want to be fucked with. And but you knew it. But we had a problem with ours when I was a kid, like hurting its nose, trying to. But its enclosure was massive, you know, and I mean it was well above standards for the '90s, and it had that big ass thing that went up like a tower for it to climb up, and it was dope.
Right.
And it still did it. That's when my dad just let it free range, and he built a cage outside for it in the tree and everything. But I don't know, man. When you get animals that big, like Tim has with those big ass snakes and those big lizards, I mean, goddamn, you know, I mean, you got to be on your toes because if that thing gets a hold of you, it's gonna hurt you. It will fucking hurt you.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's what I don't get about ball python. Like, why don't we see many 10, 15-year-old ball pythons out there?
Oh, you do? Oh, hell yeah. Like, the more, like, there's all kind of old snakes. Like, I was watching a Brian Barchett video the other day, and he had a clutch hatch. It was only like 2 or 3 eggs, but fuck, he said that snake was like 20 years old, still breeding, you know, and I mean, you don't see it, I guess. It's not like people advertise it, but because I guess they don't lay a lot of eggs, you know. Once they get to that old stage, they go through menopause or whatever happens, and they just can't lay eggs, you know.
Right.
But I hope my snakes live that long. You know what I mean?
Right?
Yeah, I got a 13 to 15-year-old. We can't get the dates right because it was a friend of mine's high school snake that we used to party with, and when I got into doing this, I kind of reached out to him. I was like, "Hey man, you still got that snake?" And he's like, "Actually, it's at mom's house. Go pick it up." So I went and picked her up, got her back to health, and actually now she's breeding. Hopefully, we'll lay a clutch here soon. But
that's awesome.
She's a beast. I'll show her off.
She's
OG.
She's a good girl. But
she's just like a normal ball python.
She's had plenty of puppy nights.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, big old normal female. Heck yeah.
Beautiful. I love normals. I don't give a shit what people say.
She
People can shit on normals if they want, but I'm telling you right now, that's what sells, and that's what gets people into this hobby. So if people start breeding normals and affordable snakes for the people and the kids, that's not gonna fucking keep going. And I hate when people are like, "Fuck pastels, fuck normals, fuck this," and I'm like, "Dude, come on, man! Like
they got their place."
These snakes are what started
That's
it.
You know what I'm saying? How much she weigh?
She's probably
23.
I'd say 23, 24. Yeah. And she's been gaining on me. Like, she's been eating like a hoss. So that's what's telling me she's probably pregnant because she's eating.
Right.
And she's so good. I mean, it doesn't matter what you do with her. She's happy. She eats anything. Like, she's such a good snake. Like, she really is. Like, and she just gets healthier and healthier. Like, I mean, she's awesome.
We do actually that inchy clown you've seen earlier. That's what we put to her.
That's right.
And take those het clowns with her, and I'll hold a couple back for myself and sell the rest and run some. You know, see what happens.
Nothing wrong with that.
Run it, baby.
You know. So that was.
I'm just saying that you don't see too many people. You know, I don't know. If I had like a 13-year-old snake like that, I'd be like, "Hey, this is my big old girl. She's 13 years old. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. I'd want to still. I'd be proud of that.
To be proud of.
Oh, yeah,
that
I'm
is something
proud
to be proud of.
I'm definitely proud of it. Like,
sure.
I remember in high school days, like I'm 34 now.
That's even cooler yet.
Yeah, I remember my party drinking days of me and her getting fucked up, smoking some weed, you know.
Yeah.
And now
she's back
with me, you know. So I'm like, fuck, come on, let's do it, girl. And you could tell.
1989, you're a 1989 baby.
Yep.
Just like me, we barely made it. We barely made
it.
Yeah.
Me and Stan's in the 70s, so
I'd be pissed if I was a 90s baby.
Same. I always say that.
That's hilarious.
You could still be a Gen Xer.
We got the best
all
of
that
both
shit.
worlds, though. Really, if you want to look at it, we got some of the 80s and we got some of the 90s. Well, we absolutely got the 90s, but we got best of both worlds.
But we're still technically before.
So you can't.
So we made it.
Can't complain.
Squeak by. We squeak by.
Just
the hair.
But Ken and Stan, they got to live through the 80s. You know what I'm saying? They got to wear the fucking clothes and the fucking music.
Yeah.
That's dope. That's
dope. We didn't use helmets or knee pads. Like, that started coming out when we was like, in the early 90s. Like, they started worrying about kids wearing helmets and getting
Right.
My mama
concussions.
didn't
No,
love
we went
me.
through those
Shit.
She
concussions.
didn't never buy
Used
me
to
a
run
helmet.
around in the woods
Damn.
and shoot each other
Fuck.
with BB guns playing
Yeah,
hide and
we
seek.
hunted each
Shit.
other with BB guns. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, I was saying,
With
I've had
no
to dig a couple
helmets, no
BBs out
nothing,
my
man.
arm.
Kidding?
I remember when Mom gave me a helmet. I looked at the helmet. I was like, "That's fucking stupid," and threw that shit on the ground and just kept going.
We
On your
used to
bike?
throw rocks at each other. That was our game. We would just throw rocks at
Damn,
each
if
other.
I'm that old and look this like young, I got something going on.
We throw pine cones at each other and shit.
Hey, you see that cow turd? Pick it up and throw it at Johnny.
Yeah.
Look out,
What up,
Johnny,
Barrett?
motherfucker.
So did anyone ever try cow tipping like off of Beavis Butt?
No.
I had a couple friends that
No.
Cow fields.
I had a couple
No,
friends
went out.
that
Yeah, went out and picked some mushrooms.
That's
Yeah.
what I was
Different
gonna
ballgame.
say. We didn't want to. We just said fuck the cows. We was looking for shroomies.
True.
no, they tried it, and like some dude like ran up and tried to shoulder tackle a cow, and the cow kicked the dude that was behind it and took off. He totally missed, barely touched the cow. The dude that was sitting there trying, like, he got fucked up.
Jeez.
He had a
I
big,
grew up
like,
with a bunch of
horseshoe print,
rednecks.
like, on his back. It wasn't like a horseshoe, but it kind of was. You know what I mean? Like,
Hey,
looked
They
like
weren't trying to tip them. They was trying to ride them. They was trying. Them boys I used to hang out with was trying to ride them. They didn't want to tip them.
they didn't want to
They'd run out there in the middle of the night and jump on the back of a jackass and ride that motherfucker, boy, with a bush light in their hand. God damn redneck.
Dude, we used to get drunk and get in a pig pen. See who can fucking ride one up quickest. Have fun.
that'd be pretty fun.
Have fun.
I was in the background. doing this.
Yep. Yeah.
Right, watching.
I used to laugh out exactly. I'd be like, "Have fun, motherfucker! You ain't getting that some bitch."
I guess they just found a mushroom in Pennsylvania that's hallucinogenic, I guess, and they're saying it was a problem with the cops
That
finding
don't
it.
grow. That don't grow in cow poop. I found them here. or
Yeah,
in
they don't grow
Georgia.
on cow poop.
I found them. They're
grow
called
wild.
wily-eyed. They're called wily-eyed psilicide. That's what these genus of
Well,
mushrooms
yeah,
are.
suicide.
The strain. And dude, listen to
That
this
sounds
shit.
like
This is
something
the
to make you
story.
trip.
For real, listen. They got blowed over here from another country like Guam or some crazy shit.
What?
And in a hurricane, yeah, the spores did, man.
Wow.
And then they got like somewhere, I forget where it was, where they had a bunch of like nurseries where like trees, they grew trees and flowers and plants for all these like places, like I guess like a nursery, whatever, but on the massive scale. And it got all in these pine trees and shit. And they built a golf course by my house in Georgia because I grew up like, when I grew up, we lived on dirt road, but they was building up everything around us. You know what I mean?
Right,
Like
right.
golf club, golf country club
Right.
shit.
Put
So
rural areas
we would go out there and smoke pot and get drunk on the nature trails, right? And my buddy, he was all into this shit, like science and shit about mushrooms. And he fucking found that out. And man, we would pick goddamn fucking McDonald's sacks full of them goddamn mushrooms, dude. And we would sell them and eat them and sell them and eat them. I think we ate mushrooms when
Whoa,
we
I
found
missed
them
that.
wily-eyed silicides for like a month or two straight. I mean, it was awesome. And they didn't even grow in cow shit. And when I found out all that, I was like, man, and we got caught too. We got
Oh
caught
my
coming out.
Oh
Yeah.
my.
We got caught coming out, and I had that big ass McDonald's sack. And the dude was like, what is that? And I was like, I don't know. And he was like, where'd you get it? I said, down there in the woods. I was probably 16 years old. And he said, let me see it. And he looked at it. He said, this looks like mushrooms. And then my buddy Jason was like, well, if it looks like mushrooms, I guess it's mushrooms. And then my buddy was like, I go to Georgia Southern and I'm studying botany and shit. This is for a project. And that cop was like a fucking fed or something. They called this motherfucker from like the ATF out there. And he was like, I've never seen nobody have this many mushrooms. And we were like, dude, come on, we'll show you where we picked them. Because it's a natural fucking thing. We weren't hurt. We didn't break any law. We picked them out of the fucking dirt. You know what I'm saying? And they let us go because we literally picked them. We just played ignorant and stupid. We were like, well, we didn't know we were going to make spaghetti with them. His mom, she's a good cook and she wanted some wild mushrooms. I mean, go fuck yourself, piggy pig. We're not doing nothing wrong. We're not hurting nobody. But he did tow my truck. The little fucker, he towed my goddamn truck because I didn't have insurance. That was a bullshit dick move.
Yeah,
I was like, I can't get you on the psychedelics. He said this is a conspiracy to government. I said, conspiracy to what government? What the fuck ain't a conspiracy to this government? Are you crazy?
Right?
I mean, goddamn.
For real.
What are you talking about?
For real.
But yeah, he let us go. We had to call a ride, but it was pretty. We went back like 2 days later. I mean, it was growing out of the ground.
You know where the stash is.
Right.
So fuck it.
Well, he said we've been finding these in people's cars lately. You know who the source is, and the whole time we're the fucking source, and he don't know that, and we're just playing like dumb kids. You know what I'm saying? And it was awesome. We got away with it. I haven't seen those mushrooms since, but everybody watching this, keep an eye out. Wily-eyed psilocybin.
That's wicked.
They're
That's
natural.
wicked.
That's good to know.
That's crazy how I got all the way over here in a store.
I know, dude, and you can look it up, man. You can look it up. It's for real. Like, it was a hurricane, and it just blew them motherfuckers over here, and it got in all them trees, and then all them trees and plants got sold out and got distributed wherever. For instance, that golf course, and it just started growing. I mean, I don't know.
What was it, like China or whatever? It was one of those countries. I remember back, it was years ago, but it rained fish. It actually, fish were dropping out the fucking sky, and people were like, what the fuck? And you can look that one up. It's kind of trippy and weird, right? It's kind of trippy and weird, right?
No, I watched a thing on that.
They have pictures of it where the streets are full, and you're like, how the fuck? But a storm, a heavy ass storm that could pick up more weight than most other ones,
Yep.
you know? It's all it was. It wasn't anything crazy, anything like that. It's just
Like a tornado sucked the fish out of the water and
basically, yeah,
right.
Yeah.
You know?
Sucked them up and wherever
I
it
bet
threw
those
them, that's where it
motherfuckers
landed.
were like, I bet they were like, the end of times, the end of days, this the end of days.
Right.
Pick up the fish,
Wasn't
pick up the fish.
Wasn't it like 50 miles away from the shore too? It was quite a bit of ways from the shore. It wasn't like no beach town or something. It was like 50 miles away.
You know they were filling their freezer though.
Yeah, I would say they were
Oh
definitely.
hell yeah, that's what I'm saying. They were like, we could sell these tomorrow at the market.
Yep. Yep.
Believe that.
Don't got to go to the market tomorrow. Hell, we're good for the next month. Fish eating motherfuckers.
Say it's more of a blessing in disguise.
Nick's doing something over there.
I got my soundboard.
Oh hell yeah.
Excuse me. I'm a little gassy tonight.
Well, guys, I'm about to go watch a horror movie with my old lady and get cozy. It's horror movie night. Some people go to church on Sunday. We watch scary ass demonic movies. So everybody, sweet
Heck yeah.
dreams.
Hell yeah.
Have fun.
It's nice
It was
meeting
good
you.
meeting y'all. Yeah, Justin. It was
Later,
awesome.
Nick.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Later, Stan. Hit me up on Instagram, or my old lady does the Instagram and shit, but you can do that. Hit her up if you see anything. You know, if you ever have any questions or want to just talk, hit me up, dude.
Hell yeah.
Cool.
Hopefully
Go
Go follow
I'm
Nick.
down to do it again with you guys. So definitely fun. So I'm down to do it again. So come on.
NWO. Hang on. For life. There it is. For life.
Better, Nick.
You got to go with the
Later,
other
y'all.
hand, Nick.
Bye.
I don't know. We've been on for 2 hours. I'm getting tired. We're just going. And this right here, but Justin, I didn't catch your woman's name. What's her name?
Alexandra.
Alexandra. It was a pleasure having you guys. Like, you guys ever want to come back, I'll let you know. You guys are welcome to come back on. Stan, you always fucking rule, dude.
Yeah.
Chat, I mean, Fungus Queen just got here. I mean, thanks for coming in the last minute. Hell yeah, Fungus Queen. I mean, we had
What's up,
14 to
Fungus
20 people in all night. I mean, that's a decent watch hours.
Yeah.
We love you guys out there.
Absolutely.
Take it easy. Hope everyone has a good week.
Good night,
You too.
everyone.
Bye. Good night.
Later.
Later.